Oh, freak out, freak out, freak out. We need some light. Let there be light. That ain't enough light. That's enough light. Now, we can get to it, through it, like we always do it. Subscribe to the page if you are new here. Oh, but Bueller Brown said, hey, wait a minute. We already subscribed. There you go. Hit the like button coming through the door. Nicholas Jacobs. Mr. Bailey, what's up? We did it. We have done it. I'm on some kids' doggone Snapchat, whatever. They were Snapchatting me or whoever these people were, because I was losing my mind in there over the Bucks game. I was banging on the table, everything. I thought they were going to throw me out. All for one reason. This game could have been a 20-point victory for Milwaukee had they decided to never give the ball to one person. He is not to shoot the ball no matter what. Do not let Drew Holiday shoot the ball. Holiday was god-awful. No, they figured Chris Paul out. The same thing in game 3. I guess they finally woke up and realized that Chris Paul can't go left. Captain Jack was right. That's something he wasn't capping about, but I'm glad they figured it out. Chris Paul does not go left. He only goes left to get people off balance to go back right. You got to quit Chris Paul from going left. And boy, did they figure that out and use that on him. He said Chris Paul went left and turned the ball over. My buddy, who's the biggest Chris Paul fan I know, he's like, look, Chris Paul got to step it up next game. What's good? Oh, yeah.
Cino.
What's up, T? I ain't
What's
heard
going on?
in a minute.
You ain't had no stream live in a minute. What's good?
Man, everybody was on HD.
Yeah, hey, listen.
I was just kicking back watching HDs. I was like, man, everybody on HD, they don't need for me to go live. I was like, I'd already made some videos for the day, and I'm just like, I could just let it rock because HD was already live. So I'll be like, go ahead. Because HD been live for 2 hours already. I'm like, all right.
That's how it be, man.
What's going on, y'all?
Before we go any further, I do want to salute you because I did see the Kwame stream the other night, man. Y'all really chopped it up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So salute to both y'all, man.
Thank you, man. Yeah, we're going to try to get him over here one day, probably next week or something, see how his schedule is.
Yeah, that would be dope, man. That would be dope, man.
Yep.
That would be dope.
Yo, what's happening with your baby?
What's going on, Mr. Sledge?
Imagine Burundi coming in there talking about, hey, what's happening with your baby?
Oh man, listen, man.
How about that block?
What's going
Giannis,
on,
baby? That's better, way better.
What up? What up?
What up, Nick? What up?
Oh yeah, it was
What up?
LeBron in there. He came in there and told me LeBron one of the greatest players in the world. I laughed in his face. I laughed in his face, man, and talked to him like he was an imbecile.
Right.
Now, who regurgitated that crap out of his milk? Oh, that was
I'm sitting there watching the game when he's going for Phoenix. He's like, come on, man. CP3, man, he's 36. He's never won. I'm like, what the way he's playing, he don't deserve it.
I was just about to say, if LeBron is the worst player, Chris Paul is second. Listen, man.
at this point.
Listen, man. When his mid-range game is not falling, he is worthless out there. Why don't they play Cam more? Man, Cam is so ready.
Yeah, boy. Because all I know is pain, man. All they can know is pain. Pain out there, bro.
Cam will be there, but in the
We just talked about it.
I do think that he threw this game. I mean, Phoenix could have won if it wasn't for him. Chris Paul got in the way.
That's right.
I'm saying. Listen, unless his mid-range jumper is falling, which is like, give or take any night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Like if his mid-range game ain't falling, he ain't doing nothing out there.
If his mid-range game ain't falling, and like I said, even Kobe pointed this out, man. Chris Paul cannot go left.
No, Chris Paul don't got no knees, man. So without the jump shot, he don't have enough knees to be battling in the paint or even shooting 3-point shots. His knees are shot.
Ben shot.
What's up, Jose?
Just wanted to salute you and Kwame for your live yesterday.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah.
That shit was the truth.
Right up.
I even made a video about it on my channel. So
On the Seahawks, Jose Rodriguez.
Yeah, Seahawks Jose T-Side.
That's what's up.
T.
Yes, sir.
Everybody subscribe to that.
T, you saw the video.
So I think CP3 and this game is only close because of two players, Holiday and CP3.
Yeah.
Both of them were god awful.
I mean,
listen, they battling to see who's going to be the worst in the series.
Holiday down the stretch.
Drew Holiday, he's disappointed me. So he's played so terribly this playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
I him for Brogdon, man, down the stretch.
Yep.
Man,
Brogdon.
Giannis wouldn't even give him the ball. I was like, Giannis. I was like, stop.
Well, no.
Holiday the ball.
Look,
Exactly.
in defense of Holiday did a great job rebounding.
You can't defend Holiday.
And being physical on defense. Holiday,
Trey got the rebound. He's the only one around.
And his defense has been lackluster too, because that's the reason. That's the reason why they got beat, because he's not fighting over picks. He's not fighting over the picks. So they let Chris Paul switch to the big man, and Chris Paul just taking the big man to the hole. Well, any point guard can do that. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
I would have played Forbes. Forbes didn't play all night. I'm like, what the hell is Forbes? I'm seeing
right.
Jeff Teague. I'm like, man, wait a minute. Am I still in 2021?
That's why I said they play stupid.
He back on the team? What the hell happened?
Milwaukee plays stupid, man.
And they play Connaughton too much too. I would have played Forbes over Connaughton or Connaughton, whatever his name is. Yeah, I don't see what they see in that guy. He sucks.
I agree.
Crazy part about it, man, they got the lane to be wide open, and they shoot a jump shot. I'm like,
he can hit some game, but he's not consistent with his shots, though.
At all.
Yeah.
Consistent.
Hey, T,
Yo.
Did Casino tell you?
Whoa, Jonathan Mitchell, he came back over here. Oh, good Lord, Jonathan Mitchell.
All right, that's what's up.
Wow, Dad.
Oh man, Casino, man, you gotta let me hold $1, bro.
Yeah, man, let me hold some, bro. Damn.
You gotta divide that by 18, dog.
Listen, blessings back to Mexico City. Golly. Yeah, you better come hop on the stream, man. Damn.
Yeah, bro.
You gotta divide that by 18.
You know how to talk about business proposals.
For real.
Yo, live chat on One Crack News.
Is he out chapel?
What was you saying, Slash?
No. What I was saying was you got to divide that by 18. But T, I thought Sino told me about my little dedication to Steve.
Man, I did not hear nothing you said.
Yeah, it's like your volume is low.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Turn your volume up.
Talk through this thing. Phone going bad. But no, T, I dedicated a couple of plays for you in Madden when I was playing Sino.
Man, I hope they were winning touchdown plays, man. Don't be dedicating no fumbles to me, Dad. Don't be dedicating.
No. It wasn't no fumbles or nothing like that. Well, I just called your famous plays.
Uh-oh.
We miss you out here.
Hilarious.
Listen, man, y'all are next gen on me. Y'all all went bougie on me.
Oh, shit.
Man, look, we'll get Ben to start a GoFundMe for you.
Yeah, hey, I'm with it.
For real.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody get it.
But what do you think is going to happen Game 5?
Hey, I just want to say just one thing, just get in and get out like a quickie, you heard me?
All right.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all. I like what y'all do. But I just like to get in and get out, man. This message here goes to Sino. Once again, I'm calling from New Orleans, Louisiana. I appreciate everything you do. I seen this screen yesterday with you and Kwame, man. I've been waiting on that because y'all some two tough brothers, and I feel like y'all two have a strong message to get to the people. I know this is a basketball topic, man, but keep doing the good work, man. I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, bro. Keep grinding, yeah.
Salute.
Much love to you, man.
God bless you.
Have a good one, bro. Love what you doing, bro.
God bless you, man. God bless you, man. God bless you, man.
Yeah.
Gratitude.
Yes, sir.
I tell you, man, there's some good people out there in the world.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Hey, on some real
We
news,
got
man.
7 of them.
He slightly restored my faith in humanity a little bit, man. Like, you know, we got some real people out here, man. And what we're finding is it's a whole gang of us. I was saying this on HD Live. It's a whole gang of us that's like-minded, that want to see progress in our community. We ain't on none of that nonsense. We ain't ignorant. You know what I'm saying? And we from the city. You know what I'm saying? So we from these cities. So
and we're the face of equality.
Exactly.
Of equality.
Next.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And so that makes me feel better, Dad. That makes me feel a whole lot better because, I got like-minded friends in my circle. You know what I'm saying? So this whole last year has taught me that my circle is bigger than what I thought it was.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that shit is weird. That's real. That's real.
It's gonna continue to get bigger and bigger, man.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
We are the family now.
Yeah, we ain't gonna stop, man. It's gonna keep going.
Hey, Nick.
Not rational.
Nick, I like that.
Yeah, I like that shirt too, man. Y'all have
You already know the Wolfpack in the house.
Back on the Back on the Wolfpack.
I was watching Saturday night's main event, so I was watching.
Man, what you talking about?
You got the Peacock, Cino?
Right now to the body
on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, I was talking about Paul Orange, man. We had a great live stream last night.
Yeah, I was here.
We were just talking about wrestling off the dome, and I was like, man, I remember they had the Four Brothers on there, and they had this barbecue. I was checking that up, man. Like, I'm gonna go on YouTube and see if I can.
I watched that, man. I remember that too.
Yeah, I was cracking up laughing because I was like, man, they beat up Lord Alfred Hayes. They never beat up Lord Alfred Hayes. Like, he never was touched. Never. This is the only
bro. Like
history.
Alfred Hayes,
Yeah.
Gene Oakland, bro. If you hear like bloopers from his the backstage interviews, they're hilarious, dude. Gene is stupid.
Yeah.
Gene would be like, I can't tell you about it right now, but if you call my 1-900 number, you know what I'm saying, you get all the dirt.
Yeah, man, I ain't know Kwame was on One Crack News today.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what Uncle Frank said. That's what Uncle Frank said.
He was there.
He was in the comments. That's what I noticed.
I was on that yesterday.
Yeah.
I was on that yesterday.
Yeah.
No, I was on.
That was about an hour ago. About an hour ago, we was live on One Craig News, and Kwame was in the comment section, and he was saying somebody was hating on him. I was gonna go check it out and see who he was talking about. I'm gonna do that later, but yeah, I saw Uncle Frank say, "Man, thanks," and then he was like, "Yeah, thanks, Uncle Frank." And I'm like, "What's going on over here?" I'm like, "Wait a minute, that's Kwame. What's he doing on One Craig?"
Yeah, he was there. Listen, he was showing love for the most part.
Yeah.
I just noticed too, a glitch went on your screen, Cino, while you was talking. It just did it again. It's like a quick glitch.
Uncle Frank, what's happening with your baby?
Frank, what's happening with your baby?
What up, T? What up, Mac Nizzle, Jose, Nicholas?
What up,
baby?
Logo now.
Yeah, man, you know, I had to put the logo on there, had to switch it up, you know what I'm saying? Sprinkle y'all with a little bit of this mama's cooking, grandmama cooking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Our Lita's cooking.
Hey, man, but shout out to you and Kwame, bro. That was a powerful build y'all did. I was hoping you would have got into some impersonations and a little bit more jokes, but you know what I'm saying? It was a powerful build.
Yeah. I was able to get Kenny Perkins in, man.
The Kitchen Perkins is epic, bro.
I'm off beat. I'm off beat. Start over.
Listen, the Kitchen Perkins has become epic, dad. It's become epic.
That was the thing. When I did that, he almost fell out of his chair.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Listen. Man, it'd be funny. It'd be some videos. I'll be watching some streams of Kwame's, and and he plays your videos or whatever, man. Yeah, and man, sometimes, dog, the whole chat just be full of the laughing faces, dog, because you be having dudes rolling down. I mean, all you see is the crying, laughing emojis, dog, all the way down for pages, dog. It's hilarious.
I'm not gonna lie, I did DM Kwame on Sunday on IG just to salute him.
That's what's up.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Hey man, so I missed the majority of the game because I was at a concert, bro. How did Devin Booker play?
Good.
Lights out.
Lights out.
Yeah, he balled out. 42, I think.
Yeah.
42.
And he scored the ball at the end. And then that's when they took him out the game. He was on the road. He got too fired up, man. He was mad as hell because the ball did go off my man knee. They didn't even review it. He was like, review it. Man, God. Hey, man, they took him out the game, and he started kicking his head. He had to calm down. The coach was like, I had to sit you down. Because you too hot right now. You about to punch.
Yeah, I seen him kicked out. That's why he kicked his chair. I seen that. I'm like,
he had 5
kicking the chair.
He had 5 fouls.
They
Listen,
smashed fouls on him.
Yeah, but he took a dumb foul.
Early.
Dumb foul on what's his name? Truck around it because he was mad at what happened on the other end of the court. So he's just like, forget it, man. So they sat him down for a minute so he can calm down. But yeah, he had to calm down. He was hot.
Yeah.
So he was hot. But they left him out for a long time.
Yeah.
But listen, he had 5.
Hey,
listen,
Nick,
that's
hey,
what I'm
Nick,
saying.
what concert you went to? The Whispers of the OJs.
No. It was I was in Hammond for there was a concert that Busta Rhymes and Twister. Not Busta Rhymes and Twister. No, Busta Rhymes and Twister. No, Twister was he was the one who opened. He was the one who opened up for him.
Yeah, that's hype. That's hype. That's a hype show.
I met Nelly. Nelly's a cool cat. Nelly's a cool cat.
That's what's up.
But you know what, Cino? Back
Yeah,
to
man. I know
game,
you missed Nick. I know you missed the first, a little bit of the first half, bro. But the first half, man, Milwaukee could not shoot for anything, and Phoenix was just breaking them down on the pick and roll. They just couldn't guard the transition offense, bro. The backcourt was just penetrating, getting to the basket anytime they wanted to. They were having trouble guarding the pick and roll. Really getting to the free throw line just kept them in the game because Phoenix was, man, the backcourt was killing them.
Right.
Yeah, they were getting killed.
And in the second half, let's give Middleton some credit. I mean, Middleton played well down the stretch, especially that fourth.
I give him credit because he played good at home. It's on the road,
but he's not consistent.
6 damn points.
He's not
consistent.
like 9 points in the next game.
He's never been reliable. He's not consistent.
Yep, he gonna exactly, Chance. If the thing is that if he want to get off this, to get out that lunchroom table with
Paul George,
and all the damn lunchroom table, he want to pick up his lunch tray and go sit at the big boy table. He gonna have to do something.
Exactly.
Listen,
the prime example of this is Middleton in the Eastern Conference Finals versus the Heat in the bubble. Middleton had every chance in the world in the bubble against the Miami Heat and could not get anything done.
No, he couldn't.
But see, Middleton, but Middleton can only do so much. They gotta, like, Milwaukee needs somebody else. They need a third.
But if you're gonna give a person $100 and something million, you have to be a guy that's gonna do enough.
Everybody gets paid. Everybody gets paid $100 million today.
Right. Everybody's overpaid.
Everybody's overpaid.
Well, except for Lou Williams.
Yeah,
and Paul
I don't know
George.
how that happened, but yeah.
Paul George is overpaid. You saw what he did. Paul George definitely overpaid.
Listen, man.
Milwaukee just stupid. Jamal still can get it done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like 2 stupid teams in the NBA Finals who don't even deserve to be in the NBA Finals. It's like, man, whoever wins.
We was talking on Jose's stream, and it was like when Devin Booker picked up that 4th foul in the 3rd quarter, how do you not attack him? Like, specifically.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? How do you not go after that dude? Especially the way he was rolling.
Well, Holiday tried. But they wasn't calling no fouls.
No, Holiday shot 4 for 17. He was playing confused out there offensively.
No. I'm talking about when he was going to the hole when he was going to the hole trying to draw that last foul against Booker. Right. He was trying to draw that foul. They just didn't call it.
Right, you're right about that, but he the wrong.
Right, they didn't call it because Booker had 5 fouls. They didn't want to foul him out.
Yeah, they didn't want to fuck up the game. They didn't want to mess up the game by letting Booker go out, and then that's a narrative.
But that's a cop out, man. I'm sorry, that's a cop out.
But you gotta have Giannis.
There's other people. There's other people, man, that could go after him. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's like,
I agree with you on Middleton. Like, he can do so much.
Yeah, he is. Listen, that dude, I'd be surprised when his shots go in. He shoot like from his waist, dog. His jumper is so ugly,
Yeah, but the point was Middleton.
At all, is she shooting directly at the rim?
At the rim from his waist, though. Like he starts aiming at his waist and shoots. Terrible.
But see, the thing with Middleton was complaining. Middleton was complaining about not getting the money and not being the second man.
Even follow through on this shot, bro. It's weird.
Hey, hold on, man. But you can't knock what Paul George did in this playoffs, bro. With no Kawhi.
Yes, I can. I can knock that shit real quick.
Oh God!
No, he's the reason why they lost.
Oh, he missed 2 free throws.
Well, I mean, the free throws, yes. The free throws, yes. Okay. The free throws, yes. All right. Fuck, man. The guy said, okay, but LeBron missed the series. I mean, goddamn. All right.
We saw Pandemic P in his full glory in this playoffs,
he was only pandemic from the free throw line, all right? He was only a pandemic from the free throw line, all right?
He was a pandemic for the entire doggone series, bro.
No, hold on, man. Look at his field goal percentage. He had a great field goal percentage, but his free throws were just.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. The second best player on the Clippers was Reggie Jackson.
Exactly.
And you know who it should have been? But you know who it should have been that they weren't going to no more? Was Terrence Mann. If they would have gave Terrence Mann full control to say, hey, Terrence, go do your thing like you did in that first game, I guarantee you it would have probably been a different series.
Right.
That boy was dominating. He was dominating.
I get that.
That boy was dominating. Anybody that just dunks on, hold on, nobody the whole year dunked on Rudy Gobert like Terrence Mann did. Okay, as soon as Terrence Mann dunked on Rudy Gobert, the whole team started going in the lane and saying, "Fuck Rudy Gobert, we're all dunking on you, nigga."
That's true.
Yeah. And then poor David, what's that boy's name? Poor Derek Favors, rest in peace. He caught the worst of it. You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P. Man. You understand? I'm gonna send his mom some flowers. You know what I'm saying? Because that was ouch.
Listen, he
ouch.
probably messed up his knee dunking on that boy so hard, dog.
Yeah. That was nasty. That was nasty.
Would have won the chip, man. That's why I was so upset. I saw when Ingles hit him, and then his knee. I was like.
Yeah, I'm just more mad about the whole Clippers thing that Kawhi's narrative is that, oh well, Kawhi's the winner, but Paul George is the loser. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, damn, I can only do so much when I'm. That's true. I'm not saying that. Hold on, fellas. I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying that you have to put that on Kawhi too, because Kawhi was a focal point, and in a lot of teams, in a lot of games, even last year, he could not get it done when the time was time to get it done. Okay,
no,
and that is true. No, he didn't get it done.
One at a time.
No, he did not get it done.
Hold on, dog. Now Kawhi got it done until he went out. In the bubble, the whole team was bad. You know what I'm saying? This year, Kawhi was playing out of his mind until he got hurt.
Bro. How can you say the whole team was hold on? How can you say the whole team was hurt? I mean, how can you say the whole team was bad when the whole team was healthy? They're the most healthiest team going into the bubble.
Oh my God!
No, Dad.
Bro, no, because Trez was out for a month. Just came back after his grandmother died. Lou Williams
the Clippers were healthy and the Lakers were healthy. That was a
matchup.
That was a matchup everybody wanted. The Clippers and the Lakers. Everybody knew that was a matchup. They were healthy.
Not to mention, they spent four months off before they had played basketball again.
They spent 4 months off not knowing if the season was going to start back.
So you mean to tell me that's an excuse for losing? Hold on. So that's an excuse for losing 3-1? You're up 3-1 and you lose the series? That's an excuse? That's what you're going to tell me?
Why are we talking about?
We were saying they were the healthiest team. You were saying they're the healthiest team going into the bubble, and I was just disagreeing with that.
But if you look at the rosters, they were one of the healthiest teams beside the Lakers. They went into the bubble fully healthy. No, we're not. It's just it just goes on to this year. It just adds on to this year about the fact that Kawhi Leonard should have been doing his job a little bit better. Acting like he was hurt all the time. This wasn't the only time that he said he was hurt. Okay, he took time off earlier in the season when he said he was hurt, supposedly, when he really wasn't. He does this every year with every team.
Chance,
I can't deal with it.
Let's go through the bubble things. Montrezl Harrell was out because he had to go to a funeral for COVID. We know Lou was in the strip club, but he had to go to a funeral.
Pat Bev was hurt. Pat Bev was hurt all last playoffs.
The whole playoffs. So you already got you down 3 guys. So all the pressure was on those guys. Plus, Dallas is a bad matchup for them. Mm-hmm. They got a big point guard, who's difficult for them to guard because their point guard is where they was hurting at. But they managed to get through it. But Reggie Jackson is light years better this year than he was last year. I think he finally got it, and he understands his role on this team, and that's going to help them out tremendously next year. And he's on a 1-year
Reggie
deal.
Jackson not going to be there next year.
They might have lost Reggie. Now,
Reggie Jackson not going to be there next year.
I doubt he will too. Maybe.
He just got himself a new deal.
Yeah, for sure.
He gonna want too much money. He gonna want too much money. The way he played, the way he balled out, he gonna want 100 million. He said, "I want 100 to 120 million."
Well, I don't know if he'll get that, but he'll get more than he'll want more than the Clippers can afford to pay him.
If you can give Luke Kennard 4 years, $74 million. Are you serious?
He was already a player. They just extended his deal. You know what I'm saying? That was just an extension.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You didn't have to extend it. What I'm saying is, so you gave him 4 years, $74 million for doing not even decent work. But Reggie Jackson's over there killing the game, keeping you in the playoffs. Yeah. And I don't know what you want to do with that contract, but you're gonna have to pay the man. I don't know how you're gonna do it. I don't know if you have the money to do it, but you're gonna have to pay the man.
He's got a 1-year deal, so whatever he's talking about coming with, I know the Clippers gonna be like, we want to keep you, but
we ain't gonna be able to match it.
But see,
not at that price.
About Kawhi has a condition in his knees. He's medically approved.
Thank you.
Right, he has operating knees.
That's why when he takes those days off, and he be like, "Oh, he's faking like he hurt." No, Kawhi Leonard has a condition medically cleared.
No, I didn't say he was faking, but I was getting to the point of the condition. But everybody was like, "No." And I was trying to say, hold on, let me get to the condition of his knee. He's been saying this in San Antonio. He blames it on the medical staffs, but we all really know the reason is it's his own knee. He might have to go to Germany and get the Dwayne Wade surgery. He just might.
You mean the Kobe Bryant surgery because he got
Kobe Bryant stem cells. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
he already had the surgery too. He just had.
Yeah, the thing is about stem cell rebuilding. It's not made for you to continuously do that. It's not
exactly
for you to play sports. It's good to repair it.
They have to reconstruct his knee. They have to reconstruct it.
Right. It's only going to go back again. You're going to have to continue.
Yeah, they're going to have to reconstruct his knee.
So the thing about him is that the way he was playing and the way it was so physical and the way these games were, it wasn't like a regular NBA season where you got some games you got 2 nights off, 3 nights off, and you play a regular season. This was like every other day. It's the game.
Oh yeah, I totally understand it. I totally understand that. Yeah, I totally understand it. But what I was saying was that Paul George can't get all of the blame when you do have another person that's making more than you. You know what I'm saying? That it's supposed to be his man, but he has a knee condition. He has a knee condition.
Hold on.
Okay, I'll give you that, but here's why he gets the blame. Because
he put it on himself.
And they got Kawhi is there saving him. There's been plenty of times Paul George has played bad and they still won because somebody else was saving him. Kawhi would be pulling him out. So when Kawhi is down, you got to be that guy. You supposed to he's paid like he's a franchise player. That means you're number one. Yeah. So that means it's your job to keep this team and no problem in winning this game. And the games they lost were winnable games. They should have beat Phoenix. There is no reason
they should have beat Phoenix in 5 games, dog. Game 2.
Okay, Carcino. Now he did miss key free throws. I give you that all day. But did he ball out like a franchise player would, or like he used to in Indiana when he used to play against LeBron and Dwayne Wade all the time and try to win against him?
He did in the first.
Hold on. I'm asking Carcino.
He balled out for a while in those games, but down the stretch, when the game was on the line, he came up small, and they should have gave the ball to Lance. Lance was cooking.
He did.
And
yes,
he didn't give it to
Morris was cooking.
Morris was shooting him out of the game. Morris had some open shots that he decided.
That one game. That one game he was shooting him out of the game, but the consistency of Morris was killing him.
But see, that's the same thing we talking about with Paul George. It's always that one game with Paul George. You know what I'm saying? He's not consistent. He doesn't play at a consistent level, at a consistent high level that warrants that. Like you say, that number one contract.
No, he does, but he's not clutch. No, he does, but he's not clutch. That's the problem. It's like LeBron. But LeBron is so. But LeBron has so many people around him that he doesn't have to be clutch.
One bad game, one good game, one bad game. He's
yes.
been doing this the whole time, and they be like, "Man, we were wondering when he was going to show up." Even in the bubble, he was terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. In the bubble, he was terrible. In the bubble, he was terrible. I played better. I call him Bubble Pete. I call him Bubble Pete. I call him Bubble Pete because the nigga was just bursting like a bubble. It was horrible.
George.
He played better. He played better this year than he did last year in the bubble. I'll give you that. But it's still he still choked. He still choked.
But
he choked it away.
Remember, he was coming off of a shoulder injury that he said been nagging him for like 3 years. So he had to get that surgery done.
Dude, I was playing with an ACL tear,
bro. I'm just saying, everybody has excuses. I'm just saying, everybody has excuses. Everybody has excuses for why something doesn't go down.
All right, hold on. Go ahead.
Chad.
Yeah.
This year, Paul George was the Clippers' third option.
Right.
Not their first. Not their second. Their third.
Yep.
You really think so?
Yes.
Okay.
Reggie Johnson.
Yeah, Reggie. Well,
Reggie runs the point, so he has the ball in his hand.
And Terrence,
bruh. On no planet should Paul George.
Let him finish. Hold on. Let him finish. Go ahead.
Reggie and Terrence were their 1 and 2 best players in this year's playoffs.
Period.
I'll give you that.
What games were you watching?
Oh, he got me on that one. I mean, what can I say, bro? You got me, bro. I'm sorry, brother. I apologize, man. Maybe I wasn't watching the right one. You got that one, brother. You got that one.
Listen, but he's saying,
hey, Jonathan saying Ben Simmons to the Raptors.
No, but he has a point.
He said Lowry. So they're going to get Kyle Lowry over there with the 76ers.
That's what I heard.
I like Kyle Lowry.
I was hearing that too.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear Dame Dillard to the Warriors?
No, I didn't hear that.
They talking about Dame Lillard to the Warriors. The Warriors are looking into trading for him.
Why?
Bro, you to me like I work with the Warriors, bro. I'm just giving you what I've heard on
if you can't play with CJ, you can't play with Steph and Clay.
Yeah, bro, I agree with you. I'm just giving you the update that I heard. I'm not going against you. I agree. I'm just giving you the update. I'm just giving you the update, bro. I don't know why they would go for him either. I like the team they have. I like the team they have.
I like Lowry.
They work the ball around
because at least with him, you're gonna have a tougher point guard that could actually be a decent point guard.
I don't get this whole Lowry shit. I don't get it. He's never been consistent. I don't get it.
No, he never did, but he came up big when it counted.
DeMar DeRozan got all that blame in Toronto. DeMar DeRozan got all that blame in Toronto when that motherfucker was averaging 30-something points a game in the playoffs. What was Lowry doing? Breaking the ball every time.
Down the stretch when you needed to win when it counted, he didn't step up.
Bro, but you need somebody else, bro. You can't do it all by yourself in the East with LeBron James and Dwayne Wade on the team, bro. You can't.
He got benched. He was the number 1 star player and got benched in a closeout game and got swept by Cleveland. They benched him in the 4th quarter. That's how bad he played.
Yeah,
he played horrible.
He was terrible.
In case he got fired because after
Lowry's not it,
coach of the year.
I'm sorry, bro. Kyle Lowry is not it, bro.
And then they traded DeRozan anyways. Then they traded him anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
and
DeRozan was never the problem. He was never the issue. And it was, and he was never the issue. It was Kyle Lowry coming down, throwing up shots like he's Kobe Bryant at the wrong dumb times to do it in the playoffs too.
Yeah, but it would be the Rose that would just disappear.
Did he just switch?
He's getting the same blame in San Antonio. He's getting the same blame in San Antonio as he got in Toronto. Exactly. Same knock on him. Big games, he vanished.
San Antonio's not even good. I don't even know how you could do that to him when San Antonio's not even a good team and they got nothing but like freshmen on their team, bro.
I'm just saying, big games. I'm not comparing the teams. I'm just saying he's got the same rep in San Antonio that he did in Toronto.
Right. But you can't put a rep on somebody. You can't put a rep on somebody that's going to a different team that has a whole different.
They took the pressure off him to not be the guy in San Antonio.
No, Murray is a better player. Murray is the number one.
They got light years better.
He might be. He might be later, but now he is. Like, wow, that's kind of.
I would say yes. DeJounte Murray is better than him now.
Wow, that's early. Wow, that's.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying it's a little early, bro. A lot of these players come out and they ball in the first. They ball in the first year. They might half a ball in the second. We don't know.
DeRozan is always
Paul George did this year. He balled out in the regular season.
And a lot of these guys
part of the year. Closer got to the playoffs, he show up.
What did you say, Garcino?
I said a lot of these players ball out, and those people that ball out are 100% on the level when it comes to the regular season. Once those playoffs hit, it's a whole new game, and we found out about Drew Holiday, right?
Yep.
The same way.
Now, Carcino, let me ask you. Now, do you think that this whole thing about Milwaukee, right? I was looking at the games. Now, when Giannis wasn't in the games and he was hurt those 3 games, they balled out of control. The ball was moving around. It looked like the Golden State Warriors was out there passing the ball. It looked like Draymond Green was in the lineup throwing the ball to everybody. And it looked like Lopez could really be Lopez. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't got to sit out there at the 3-point line, so Giannis can sit out there and sit down there in the low post. Is that just me?
The thing is this.
He stops the ball like Kevin Durant to me.
The thing is now when he's out of the game, it frees up. The other teams got to figure out how to adjust to defend it. It's just like a player playing without their star player. When they start players there, it's almost easier for them because they know the system that they're going to run to get him the ball and spot. When somebody else is out there, you have an unknown parallel of, okay, Middleton's going to be the shooter, but the ball is going to move around. It's not going to stick as much as when Giannis got it, he going one-on-one. So now it's going to be a lot of more movement, and you don't know who's going to shoot the ball at what.
Exactly.
So those when you bet games, people be so-and-so ain't playing tonight, and they end up winning. You be like, man, they won without him? It's like, yeah, because the other team was like, who the hell is going to shoot the ball? We don't know. We didn't know how to defend it.
Right.
Yeah, but see that. But see, they knew Holiday. No, but that'll only get you. No, you good. I'm just saying that'll only get you so far. They need Giannis on the floor, so don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying?
Now, that would depend on the matchup of the team. Now, it didn't look like they needed Giannis the last series at all because they did win 3 big games without him. Remember this. 3 big games without him.
But that was Atlanta, though, bro. That was Atlanta. Like you said, that's a matchup.
Hold on, bro. Atlanta was smashing people now. Atlanta was getting over on people now. I didn't have Atlanta either. They was playing the hell out of me. But they was doing their thing.
Listen, they beat Philadelphia.
Atlanta what?
They beat Philadelphia, and then they beat who did they beat before them?
They beat the Heat. They beat Brooklyn.
They beat the Knicks.
Bro, they beat the Knicks and Philadelphia. Now,
the Knicks weren't ready. You know what I'm saying? The
Knicks
weren't ready.
But Philadelphia, nobody expected Philadelphia. But nobody even expected them to get past the Knicks the way that the Knicks were playing. Everybody expected them the next round they were going to beat the Knicks.
I picked them to beat the Knicks.
Maybe you did. Well, maybe you did, but the world didn't, and the betting odds really didn't have Atlanta winning a damn thing. So nobody expected Atlanta to get here. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on the matchups a lot of times. And sometimes you just don't know on matchups what can kill you and what can't. Now, it's not like Milwaukee doesn't have primetime players on their team. You know what I mean? They don't have the Kobe's and all that, but they do have great stars on their team that can get you points and get you money and win you games. You know what I'm saying? So that was my thing about the whole Giannis thing. Now, maybe it might work against the Suns for a minute, but I really don't think that they're really going to let the Bucks win over Chris Paul. I think that's the narrative of the NBA. Chris Paul has to get his before he retires, and that's what it's going to be.
Yep, I think so too, but I'm still rooting for
break
that up because Chris Paul is LeBron friend.
Carcino, I love you, bro. I'm with you on that one, bro, and that's why I always root for the underdogs because we know the narrative of the NBA. We know it's a setup game. We know it's NBA entertainment. We know it's the entertainment industry. So I really want them to break it all up, break up the monotony, and say, "Fuck you, Chris Paul. You can't have it. Why don't you be a Patrick Ewing and go up into your, you know what I'm saying? And go up into the sunset without a ring and talk about it all your life."
I fall on the side of. I think the NBA wants to push Giannis to the chip, and they've been trying to do this for 2 years now. You know what I'm saying? Like if you see tonight,
I don't think they wanted. I don't think they wanted to. He was a surprise. Nobody expected Giannis to do what he was going to do. He was a surprise.
I'm not saying when he first came into the league, he came out of nowhere. Granted, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Once he started to peak, you know what I'm saying? And it turned out that, oh, geez, this guy's a top 3, top 5 player in the league.
Yeah, because it's sports entertainment. Once the fans, right? Once the fans start saying, "Hey, this guy right here, this guy," they have that confidence.
It's the international flair that he has.
Yeah. You know, but not even that. Americans love it. Look, white people in Milwaukee love Giannis. White people in Milwaukee, they adore Giannis under the cupo. But they know his name better than we know his name.
It's just not America. It's overseas too. Europe.
No. I understand what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, once a man comes in and he establishes himself in the NBA. It's not like it used to be where you had to push Michael Jordan. Earlier, where you had to push LeBron. You didn't even have to push LeBron because LeBron was better early. But I'll get off of that. But they have to push Giannis now because he's too good for you not to push. He's too good. He's just too good for you not to.
Look,
I agree.
At the end of the day, I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but I think Chris Paul is his own worst enemy, and he's gonna cost himself the championship. Just like you saw.
I don't think he will because he's the player.
5 turnovers in the fourth quarter. 2 of them led to go-ahead scores. He choked.
Bro, you don't think this is a narrative just to extend the series so it doesn't end so fast?
Chris Paul has a history of doing this. Look back at his career. When he was with the Clippers.
I'm looking back at Chris Paul's career. I'm looking back at Chris Paul's career. He didn't have a history of this in let's say Houston.
In LA.
He was trying to take it over. He was trying to take it over, and James Harden didn't want to work with him. You seen him? James Harden didn't want to work with him.
Go back to the Clippers when they would be up 1, and he was trying to close out on his own. He would choke. Go back to New Orleans.
Well, with the Clippers, you had Blake Griffin. Let's stop at the Clippers, though. Let's stop at the Clippers first. The Clippers, they had Blake Griffin, who in that time when they were 3-1 up, Blake Griffin went 3 for 13 the next game. He went 4 for 17 the game after that. 5 for 20 something. Like, come on, bro. It can't just be all on him. Is all I'm saying. Go ahead and make your other point, sir.
All I'm saying is this. You're talking about overall. There were points in those closeout games where Chris Paul had the ball in his hands in the closing seconds of the fourth quarter and choked. He has a history of doing this. This isn't
I'm going to have to go back and look at that. I'm not even going to say off the top of my head that I remember every point of that. I'm going to have to go back and check on that.
Right.
But I'm going to go for what you're telling me. But I'm going to have to go back and check on that.
And that's why I'm concerned about the Phoenix Suns, because the thing is...
Yes, sir. You got it, Jose. I'm going to do my research.
When his jump shot is right, okay. When that mid-range is going, he's going. But you take away that left, you take away his mid-range game, he's going to be out of control.
And he's really non-existent if you do all that.
Exactly.
Okay.
And he has no left hand.
Yeah, he has no left hand. That's right, Jose. So
I don't agree with that one, but all right. All right. I've seen him go left a lot of times.
Look what Milwaukee did
I've seen him go left
tonight. They forced him to go right every time.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something that I've seen. Milwaukee been playing the same defense that they played in the first game, and they skunked them. They're playing the same exact defense they were in the first game.
Right.
And
No. The difference is they're fighting over the screens.
I told you, T.
No. You said it right. No. What did you just say? What did you say? The difference is they're fighting over the screen.
The series was over. I told you, T. I told you, Andre, Mr. KC, all y'all was saying HD. You don't know what you're talking about. And I told y'all.
You forget. I was saying Milwaukee's probably going to come back.
Hold up.
You said probably. I said they will. I said, dog, they not gonna let y'all just go down 4-0. Dog, that's the guy.
I knew it was gonna be no
Milwaukee's.
I knew it was gonna be no damn gentleman sweep.
Listen, hold up.
You started
hold on. Milwaukee can sit. Listen, we're not gonna. We can't act like Milwaukee just burnt the house down tonight. They almost lost tonight.
Like Milwaukee just beating on Chris Paul these last two games. They barely won.
Listen, man.
A call this way, a call that way, game would have been different. So you really don't think that Chris Paul,
especially tonight,
especially tonight. So you really don't think that Chris Paul the next game gonna shine in Phoenix? You really don't think so?
I mean, let me tell you what they're doing differently. Defensively, they are protecting them from getting to the middle of the court by their being aggressive and fighting over screens. They're putting in Bobby Porter.
There it is.
Bobby Porter's being aggressiveness.
Thank you.
Easy rebounds and easy points on the offensive end.
Then doing the dirty work.
Exactly.
But Aiden is averaging more than double figures in rebounds.
CP3,
but the thing
he's going to do that.
They're limiting him and keeping his numbers down. You can't have him getting no 20s and 15s.
Yeah,
10, 11 points a game. And when Bobby Porter's doing that, I don't know why this coach be waiting too long to play Bobby Porter.
Yeah.
That booty hoser, you know booty hoser, man.
This is what I've been saying as well. And this is what I've been saying.
I don't know what the hell he's going to do.
And they figured Chris Paul out. The last two games, he cannot go left.
Hold on. To vindicate myself, HD, how many times did I say that while the game 2 was going on and we were sitting there on your live talking about it?
Chris Paul, Louis long time. You said that. You said that right when you got in there. But what's a dumb is that booty hoser should have been playing Porters. Remember, we said that they should have put Porters in longer because
but you can't if you got Giannis.
Because he could play off the pick and roll. The pick and roll, he's really defending that better than Lopez.
Exactly because Bobby Portis needs a lot more faster rotating than Lopez would be. You know what I'm saying? That helps a lot.
But Portis a better shooter than Lopez.
They're too slow, and they're not fighting over the screen.
I'm not asking about high energy. As you see, it's hard for them to get a shot. I know, but you gotta have somebody else get a shot, right? If Portis can't get his own shot because he's too small in the lane against an Ayton or somebody like that, somebody else got to get a shot.
But he does everything else.
He's strong enough and he can hit threes.
But Chance, he does everything else good. Lopez is a
I understand that, but they're not scoring. I understand that, fam, but they're not scoring, fam. With Portis in the game, they don't score.
Yeah, because you have to understand, they're only a limited number of ways that Phoenix really gets their money. They get their money. They get a majority of their money from the 3-point line. That's how they eat. You know what I'm saying? This is a jump shooting team. Okay, so when they're cooking, when they let Chris Paul get into the lane and do his thing, you know what I'm saying? That's when he creates problems for other matchup problems on the court. You know what I'm saying?
See if y'all see this narrative of next game that Chris Paul gonna come out and
center
kill
of the floor. Listen, man. And listen, Milwaukee is stupid. So I wouldn't be surprised at none of this stuff.
And Milwaukee's on fat droughts. Every game they're going to drought that kill them.
Milwaukee's trying to a pumpkin on Saturday, dog, because that dumbass coach, dog.
Chris Paul gonna kill him. He's
gonna make some dumb decisions, bro.
My thing is this: I think Phoenix has figured it out. I think Chris Paul slowed them down tremendously tonight.
Yeah, they should have played Bridges more.
Yeah, Bridges wasn't hitting his shot like he normally did, and they just took it.
No, it's not Bridges. It's the other point guard, Payne.
Yeah,
they need to put him in more. Payne.
Yeah, campaign, dad.
I'm sorry, Payne.
Yeah, Cameron Payne. Like he's the dude that really they run when he's out there. Like they just got a different energy when he's out there.
They tempo when that boy out there, bro. That boy be.
Listen, they got the whole team has a whole different energy when he's out there. They should play. They should play campaign more.
Because it's all about Chris Paul.
I noticed they ain't play him a lot though. They ain't play him a lot this game.
We been said that though. They should have been playing campaign more, dog. This campaign can eat. There's nobody who can keep him from getting to that next level.
No, he's too fast. He's too quick.
But see, but you know, Monty gonna go with Chris Paul just because he's the vet. So he gonna go with Chris Paul more. But I would have went with Payne a lot more.
Yeah, because then when you
killed him,
when you start
tell you another thing I would do. I'm gonna tell you another thing I would do.
All over, bro. Like we always say, HD. Man, you gotta sit him down, bro.
You gotta sit him down. Right. How many times we say this?
Another thing I would do if I'm Budenholzer, whatever the hell you Lennon, whatever his name is, right? Lennon, yeah, okay, yeah. Man, that look, if I'm booty holding, right? If I'm booty holding. I'm gonna say Giannis. I'm not gonna start him. I'm not gonna start him. I'm not gonna start him. I'm gonna start Portis. I'm gonna start Portis, and I'm gonna start Lopez. And I'm gonna see how this ball works around first without Giannis. Just to see how the ball. Just to see how the ball works. Just to see how the ball rotates first. Because those 3 games when they was killing without Giannis in the game, you can see how the ball moves quicker,
Philly,
faster. Decision making.
Philly.
What do you mean Philly was picked? Hold on, Philly was picked to go to the finals. Are you tripping right now?
Who?
Are we smoking crack? Oh man! Y'all motherfuckers smoking drugs and shit like that. Ain't this about Win Dixie? Ain't this about Win Dixie?
Man.
I believe
this about a Shimolian.
Ain't
this about a Shimolian? Everybody had Philly going against Philly and Brooklyn. That was the narrative.
Philly as in
everybody knew that.
I don't know. I picked the Jersey. I
picked Brooklyn and
Milwaukee. Chaz, I had Brooklyn and the Clippers going, bro.
Man,
you had Brooklyn and who?
Some of y'all
Clippers. I had Brooklyn.
Y'all capping. Y'all. Oh,
no,
Jesus
sir.
Christ. Please forgive me. Please forgive me, Lord. Y'all capping on this goddamn thing.
You know damn well if that boy didn't do his damn ACL, it wouldn't be no damn Chris Paul and no damn finals.
Right.
We know this. We know this.
No. I'm talking about Philly. I'm talking about Philly.
I
don't know.
I said Brooklyn and the joint.
and the
I picked
Clippers.
New York and Milwaukee before the playoffs.
You picked Milwaukee for real? You did? You picked Milwaukee for real? You had Milwaukee the whole time?
You can ask T. T will tell you.
I'm gonna go with you, brother. Hey, bro. Hey, I don't know you from.
picked Milwaukee.
I gotta go with it.
I was wrong as hell about the Knicks.
We gotta show them the stream.
We always wrong.
Hey, Juju wasn't ready yet. Juju wasn't ready
I
yet.
didn't know Randall was
Juju wasn't ready yet.
Randall.
I had New York beating Atlanta. Shoot. I didn't know Atlanta was gonna do this though.
Nobody had Atlanta.
Listen, I picked
Atlanta. Nobody had Atlanta.
I picked Atlanta because I didn't think the Knicks didn't have anybody that could match up with Ice Trey the game. Period.
And I picked Atlanta.
You was the only one in the whole country that picked Atlanta.
No way. Well, outside of Atlanta, man.
Because nobody had Trey Young doing. Nobody had Trey Young doing what Trey Young was doing.
Listen, man. You see Trey Young?
Hold on.
It's a little early.
Hold on. Go ahead, Carcino.
Okay, this is a little early. It's their first time being in the playoffs like this. But not Zach Randolph, but my man, Randolph.
Zach Randolph.
He looked like a regular season player. Now, not different than what he was in these playoffs. So, but it's early, so we're gonna give him a pass for the first.
But the thing is, he's not used to this yet. He's just now getting his own team to do this. You know what I'm saying? So let him get into the comfort zone. Let him work into it.
Trey Young was in the same position.
And even Dwayne Wade said, "Man, y'all had us beat because we really shouldn't even have beat y'all in the first round." He's like, "It was just experience. Y'all just choked." And that was the truth. I'm like, Wade was like, "Dog, we not that last championship round. We shouldn't even have been able to make it to the
finals. They shouldn't even been there. They shouldn't even been there. They choked.
We weren't in sync at all." He's like, "Hey, our experience just beat y'all," because he's like, "Y'all just blew the game." And I was like,
Carcino, hey, who's the real MVP of that Miami Heat team, man? Let's be honest.
The real MVP has got to be Wade. Without a doubt.
Thank you. Wade County. Thank you. You know what? Bosh, no. Bosh was the second man in charge. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Bosh did all the dirty work.
I was the first person.
Bosh did all the dirty work, and then he
took all the.
Then hold on, and then he took all the blame when they lost.
He did.
He's exactly right, sir. You're exactly right, sir. He was Ringo. He was Ringo Starr of the Beatles.
He sacrificed the game.
He was the Ringo Starr of the Beatles. Yeah, he was the Ringo Starr of the Beatles. He was the Ringo Starr of the Beatles. He sacrificed everything.
He sacrificed everything. He sacrificed his game. He did all the dirty work, and then when they got their ass whooped, he took all the blame.
But also, y'all got to think about this. Not the backtrack, but Giannis didn't have a good first go around when he was in the playoffs. So Julius Randle, he could come back and get better. We've seen
that's what me and Carcino.
But this is Trey Young's first playoff run too. This was his first
different, bro.
And that's why I knew they would beat the Knicks.
Atlanta just had a better team, though. Atlanta had a better team around him.
And the Knicks didn't have nothing to match up with him. Like he was just doing whatever he wanted to out there.
And then not only that, you also got to think, their bench was coming off killing them as well, dog. Coming off the bench, they had Solomon Hill. They had them boys coming in and giving. All the Knicks had off the bench was D Rose. That was it.
And they the team aspect of it. Y'all going off the individual players. Sometimes you got to go off the team aspect. Juju can't do it all. Rose is older. He can't do it all. You know what I'm saying? So Barrett had to step up. He didn't step up.
But what Juju got to do, this is what concerns me also about Juju. Juju, when his shot not going, He don't know what to learn to get to the post more. Because I really
he will learn.
Could have dominated down low. He could have dominated.
And I believe they're gonna bring a big man. And I believe they're gonna bring a big man.
He still should have got down low more. He should have.
Totally agree. Totally agree. But I believe that now he has it. Now that he has experience. Now he can learn to do that, just like Giannis had to learn the next year how to go to that next level in the playoffs. And I believe that Trujan now is going to take this off season. He's going to learn some games. You know what I'm saying?
You get that boy some shooters.
Just like Zion.
Casino going to give him a pass, man. I'm going to say Julius Randle is not a number one. I'm just going to come out and say it, Dad. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He's not a number one.
Okay. I don't agree, but
but you seen it right in front of your face with the number one.
I don't fault that, man. Until proven otherwise, I don't fault that. You know?
I second that too. He's a number two. Yeah, from what I Trey Young was killing, dog, and then you had also, if you're watching this, Giannis has been killing at the number one. Booker when it's time.
Hold on.
He stepped up.
AD, you said Trey Young was killing. Do y'all not remember his shooting percentage? Hold on. Does anybody remember Trey Young's shooting percentage in the playoffs?
But what does
one of the worst shooting percentages of all time. He just shoots a lot like Allen Iverson.
Like what?
He just shoots a lot like Allen Iverson.
But shooting was
Stop the narrative, bro.
Look, shooting percentage is more for if you're like if you're a sharpshooter, if you're a 3-point guy, like that's your consistent shot. If you're a guy who catch and shoot, you'll always have a higher field goal or shooting percentage. But if you're a volume scorer, volume shooter, if your shot's off and you still can hit about 10, 20 more attempts to get your shot going and win the game, I would go with that guy over the guy with a percentage who take less shots.
But that's not what happened.
Because
he shot him out of the game.
I can't count on that guy down the stretch. But if a guy who's cold in the beginning shooting a lot, but he come back and drop these buckets for me, we win the game, I'm taking that volume score. I'm sorry. I can't go with a guy who take less shots. But then if that big game comes, he gonna be choking a lot down the stretch.
Okay. But in the big game, Trey Young choked. In the big game, Trey Young choked. He shot so many shots that he shot them out of the fucking game. He shot them out of the game.
What game did he choke?
HD, this is scaring me, Dad, because this is giving me flashbacks of having the who's the better shooter, Duncan Robinson. I don't even want to go back down this path, Dad. I really don't. Listen, I want to go back down this path, Dad.
Don't start no shit. Don't start no shit, T.
Listen, we had this debate, Dad. HD got very mad. He got very angry and shit. You know what I'm saying? I got frustrated. I just don't want to go. I don't want to go down that path.
Garcino, they started.
Hold on, everybody.
Now, I don't know if y'all remember or heard what was going on in the news with Richard Sherman.
Yeah, I heard about it.
But it wasn't domestic violence. Him beating on the door.
Yeah, but
beating on the door to get in the house.
No, here's what's going on.
I need officers to my house now. My husband is drunk and belligerent. What's the stop? On what's the address? Are there any weapons? Stop. No, there's no. I'm saying there are no weapons, ma'am. There are no weapons. Information that need to get officers. I need officers here now. What's he doing that you think he's going to hurt himself? He's being aggressive. He has sent text messages. I took the keys out. They're in your car. He's trying to leave now. He's being aggressive. He's arrested with my uncle. He's threatening to kill himself. He has sent text messages to people saying he's going to hang himself.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
And he's saying that if the police, so please don't shoot is what I'm asking. Wait, say that again.
Wow.
He says if the police show up,
he said if the police show up, that he'll try to fight them. So they need to understand that he is.
Okay. Has it been physical with anybody there? You said he's trying to fight your uncle?
Yes, it has. Yes, it has.
How has it been physical?
Just trying to fight him.
Okay, trying to fight somebody and actually being physical. How has it been physical?
It's a 2016 black Mercedes. Richard, please stop. Richard, please stop. Please stop.
Is that a sedan, SUV?
It's just a black sedan Mercedes SUV.
Okay.
He's not going to be able to get out the gate. I cut it off.
What do you mean you cut it off?
I cut the gate. He was behind it. It's Richard Sherman. Like, ma'am, this is like a emergency. I need officers here now.
Listen to me. I'm handling this. You need to stop telling me that.
Okay,
He's not going to slow help down. He's not going to slow help down.
Okay, well, what I need to know is that he.
What's your name?
My name is Ashley Sherman.
You know what his date of birth is?
This 911 lady out of pocket.
Slow down.
Yeah, I don't like that 911 dispatcher lady. She can kiss my ass.
Yeah, she's a real jerk.
I need officers to my house now. My husband is drunk and going to kill himself.
Stop. What's the address? Are there any weapons?
So yeah, that was. But yeah,
That's not cool. Come on, Richard.
yeah, a lot of people think he's suffering from CTE, man.
CTE, yeah. But he's been like that. But he's been like that. He was even like that at Stanford, though, man. He was an asshole at Stanford.
Yeah. From the reports that I read though, they talking about he was getting into it with the police and arguing with his relatives and all that, bro. I like, damn.
Yeah, he was wrestling.
Yeah, drunk.
Yeah, so he was drunk.
Yo, Jose trying to say something.
Yeah,
hey, go ahead, Jose. My bad. Go ahead, Jose.
Look, that's hard for me to hear because I know him. I know his family.
Yeah.
And that shit was hard for me to hear right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
Give me a second, guys. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man.
Let me compose myself for a minute, all right?
All right.
Yeah, no problem, brother.
Go ahead, man.
Do your thing, brother. Do your thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
yeah, man. Richard, man. But I mean, he's been like that since Stanford. They said, man.
Wow.
But that seems a little different, man. I always took Richard Sherman to be a smart individual and shit.
Yeah,
that sounds like
he's been like NFL Man of the Year.
That's what I'm saying, Dad.
It's confusing.
It's very confusing.
I mean, but y'all couldn't tell though. Like y'all couldn't kind of tell that this was like kind of who he was a little bit.
No,
I didn't see it.
He never really displayed it off the field though.
Yeah, I mean,
he got in trouble before. He got in trouble before, and then he got in trouble at Stanford.
Anytime I've heard him speak and shit, it was always like very highly intelligent, Dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude that had his marble, knew, like, he understood all the pitfalls and all of that shit, like that kind of mentality.
Of course, yeah, we know that. No, we know that. We know that. No, that's not what I'm saying.
But I mean, I'm saying though, like, this is a pitfall.
That operator,
that bitch
violated everything. Trying to say, "Oh, look, hey, I'm handling
that
things."
Was shady.
I'm like, whoa, you're right.
Yeah, that 911 operator was shady. She should be fired. She should be fired. She should be fired. She should be fired. There's a woman screaming for help. There's a woman screaming. But you're a woman. You're a woman. You're a woman answering a woman screaming for help, and that's what you tell her? Come on, man. You just fired.
Yeah, bitch.
She fired.
I'm surprised.
Damn, Richard
put himself in that
man.
Yeah, man.
Come on, Richard, man.
Something triggered.
He could have went way left, though, fam. He could have. Now what if her relative was some goons? Like, nigga, y'all gonna kill him? Stop.
But he don't even have an NFL contract right now. He just messed up his whole NFL career. His NFL career is over. He doesn't have a contract with nobody right now.
No, he's out. I mean, he's done as far as playing. But the thing is,
he might go to the Jets. Is he with the Jets?
Chance, it was already over.
But the thing is, he's been talking about.
It was already over.
I don't know if you heard that part, but he was talking about killing himself.
Yeah, he was. Oh, damn. That's CTE. That's CTE right there.
Yeah, that's too many hits to the head, bro.
So that's why,
I've been playing football since Pop Warner, bro. If you look at my screen, I see about pop up me in like football uniform at 8. You know what I'm saying, bro? That shit is even up to high school, going to college, junior college, bro. My head used to be ringing, brother. I'm telling you, it is something big. It is something big like that.
It's real, bro.
It ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. That ain't no joke.
Listen, dad.
I can't believe y'all still alive. That's live.
When Junior Seau killed himself and then left a note saying, "Please study my brain," it was like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
All right,
that's just real, homie.
I say I can't even believe y'all live, man. I'm still alive. Let me get in this thing, man. I ain't know y'all go live. I know y'all be on the stream, but I ain't know y'all be on this long. Wow, that's crazy.
Hey,
that's love, right there. That's love right there.
So that's why Thursday. His court date is on Thursday. He ain't been charged with nothing. So that's what I'm saying. With nothing. People made up all these lies. He ain't been charged of nothing. They really keep him in there to try to evaluate him to keep him from hurting himself. But he got judge on Thursday.
So that's what I'm saying. But they said domestic violence. Did he hurt her? Did he hit her?
No, they said, from what I read, he didn't hurt nobody. He was just acting real weird, bro.
Well, then how do you put up domestic violence?
Wait, what happened, y'all?
How do you bring up a domestic violence charge?
They just
they can use.
Then they thought he was beating on the door or something, or try to charge in or something like that.
Like he wrestled with the uncle. Like she said, he's in there wrestling with my uncle right now. That's her uncle.
But that's male-on-male assault. That's not domestic violence.
All his friends.
But you know how that is, Chance, when you black, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, that's true. You're right, sir. I forgot. I forgot black.
And you in a nice neighborhood. You in a nice neighborhood now, bro.
Yeah, when you got
She called the cop. She was like, he's not armed, so just please don't shoot him.
Exactly. Exactly.
He was calling the cops to save him. He tried to, wilding out and everything because he freaked out. And he told
they said he was getting wild with the cops. I'm like, bro,
he said he was gonna fight the cops.
Yeah, they try to detain him. He getting all belligerent with them. I'm like, bro, you tripping? That could have went way left.
What sports star doesn't fight the cops?
Listen, man.
That's all they give him. Man, get the help that the man needs, man.
911 operator.
Oh yeah. Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Like you say, racial nipples.
Yeah, right.
Racial nipples. He never seemed like an out of control dude to me and shit, dad. Like that I never got that impression from Richard Sherman that he was just out of control. You know what I'm saying? Like
he was real competitive on the field from what I always see.
Yeah, on the field.
Yeah, but off the field, you don't be hearing nothing about him, bro.
Well, 4 years ago, they did have a complaint again from his wife about the way he be acting. They just didn't put it on in the media like that because Richard Sherman was supposed to be like this he's supposed to be like the spokesman for black media. You know what I mean, with football now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool.
You know, because everybody in football doesn't have the personality, the persona, or the speech or the language to even speak to reporters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Richard Sherman does.
Right.
So they needed him for that. Yeah. So they didn't really put a lot of shit that he did in the news like that.
He went
to Stanford. Exactly. That's a prestigious school.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very intelligent. Like I said, I think it's something to do with it, man. Because football, those hits, they hurt. They come back and get you. My shoulders still don't work right. Sometimes I got to sit down and
bro. They be like, you know, you gonna get post up and try to get back in there.
And then my ankle.
See, no quick question.
Yo.
Hey, I have one quick question. Say, bro, why is it so hard to get notifications from you?
Because they don't want casino. They don't want casino in there.
Wait, what you mean?
So did you hit the notification button?
Yeah, it's like I got the bell and everything for all personalized things from you, but it seemed like throughout the day and shit, I don't have none of your notification. I always got to catch you on the replay. And another thing I noticed, every time I like your videos, and then I like to go back and see them again when I get some free time, I be having to like it again. I don't understand that. I don't get it. It's been going on for like about a week now.
Welcome to Cino's subscriber list. Now we all got the same story.
I thought when people like the videos, they get out to other people.
See, that's the thing. They got it to where they're spamming your likes, taking your likes away.
They take mine away.
Notifications are not doing it. Hit the support and let them know where it says like on you probably using, I don't know if you're using your phone or desktop.
Yeah, you gotta go to settings and all that.
Right, go to your don't even go to the settings because they'll say make sure your settings on your phone first is on all that it can accept notification.
Yeah.
Man, I've been dealing with that for like a week, man, and I don't even understand that shit. I be like, man, I know I like this fucking video.
Right.
But I've been having to like it again.
They gonna say make sure your phone is set to where you can get notifications.
Yeah, I got it.
So
and that's the all, huh?
Yeah, you gotta make sure your actual YouTube app is set where you got notifications turned on the actual YouTube app.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Right.
Yeah, that's some weird shit, man. Because they used to do that. It's been going on for like a week now. It's kind of weird though, because I ain't never really had problems like that.
When you're telling the truth, they gonna try to sabotage your stuff, man. It did that.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, but Cino, but this dude, Cino, you've been doing videos for like damn near almost 10 years, close to 10 years, from my understanding.
Yeah.
Even when you came out doing reviews on rappers and things like that, it's like the problem line is kind of getting bad because that shit ain't used to go on, bro. Like for real.
YouTube's different now.
You know what I'm saying? But you've been on too long for them to be trying to do that shit. That's kind of fake.
Oh yeah,
you've been on too long.
Oh yeah,
because I don't belong to any groups.
Right.
See,
exactly.
Ain't in a go along, get along game.
Right. If I decide,
salute to you, fam. I was looking at you and Kwame, fam. I was looking at you and Kwame last night. Gotta say salute to you, Cino.
Oh, thank you, AB.
Yeah, man, you dropping some shit. I'm like, okay, I see my bro on.
I had to drop some knowledge.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, you dropped some knowledge, but dog, you
be saying some real stuff,
bro. We didn't get your head checked out, Cino, dog. One, two, I forgot the beat.
Nah, for real though.
You did the Kendrick Perkins. I said, no, this dude is idiot, yo.
What did he say? What did he say?
One, two, bring the beat. I forgot
impersonating Kendrick Perkins.
Oh man, that was so funny,
It was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
Did he talk Kev? I saved your life, man. Kev, I saved your life.
He did.
How y'all think that movie gonna do? I don't want y'all to jump me in the chat though, but how y'all think movie gonna do?
Oh man.
Man, that thing gonna be.
Look, I got HBO Max and I'm still might not watch it.
That's cool.
I ain't watching it at all.
Listen, I've seen more than I wanted to see in the commercials.
I watched the review.
They show he get 2 commercial spots like every break. So I've seen more than I've already seen enough.
Hey, I know y'all heard about the Jacksonville Urban Meyer and the general manager.
Yep, I heard it.
Discrimination lawsuit.
What happened?
Racist coaches.
Racial discrimination.
discrimination. I seen that.
Because the doggone, I knew he was gonna get subpoenaed because the doggone Urban Meyer had hired he hired the strength and conditioning coach at Iowa, and he was racist. Like he was saying,
they fired him.
They fired him, and then a day later, Urban Meyer had hired him, and he was on staff of the Jaguars for like 3 days, and then they fired him.
So I just want to shout out Carcino for even letting us be on this long, bruh. For real. Letting us be on this long, bro, on this live.
He ain't had to do it.
Q, I seen that Q. I was like, damn, bro.
I knew it.
I ain't gonna front, bro. I was
like, damn, bro, Jacksonville. So now you could have a locker room divided, bro. That locker room finna be so divided.
The whole locker room divided, and then you got Tim Tebow, doggone man.
It's gonna be crazy, bro.
Y'all talking about Jacksonville anyway, man. They ain't going nowhere this year.
No,
y'all need to start talking about Jacksonville 2 years from now.
Yeah.
They ain't going nowhere this year. It's all about the San Francisco 49ers.
He gonna talk about leave or absent after 2 years, bro. I'm just gonna resign. Health reasons.
Right now we just gotta concentrate on the 49ers. You know what I'm saying? That's all we gotta concentrate on right now is the 49ers.
And that's it. With a new disease. He gonna come out with a new disease and be gone in half a year. That's all he do.
Like nigga, I got COVID 25. Nigga,
I got a Jacksonville season.
I got COVID 24. I can't coach no more.
I got extra. What the hell is extra?
Nigga syndrome. I got nigga syndrome. Right. Too much blackness around me, from college to the pros.
I started to get to a range.
Do you have that nigga them cream?
I would look out for
the Saints. The Saints.
Nah, Saints ain't.
I told y'all, San Francisco, man. Y'all gotta look out for San Francisco, man.
I would look out for.
I don't know why y'all talking about all these other teams that are irrelevant. San Francisco.
I look out for San Fran of the Cardinals this year. I think
you know what? Hey, HD man. I like you, brother.
I will look out for and I will look out for the I will look out for that I will look out for the Colts. The Colts gonna be straight. I think people doubt.
Okay, now you lost me. And now we're friends with them.
It depends on what West they get. It depends on what Carson.
But look, Cardinals and the Browns. Nothing. Look, you got 2 running backs in the backfield. You got a good offensive line. Your front 7 is the best in the league outside of the Bills. So you got a defense.
Now all that sounds well and good, HD. But if you can't throw that ball, but if you can't throw that ball, if you can't get first down,
yeah, I understand.
So y'all ain't got no love for the
Saints. Be all right. I just think him and Peterson just didn't click. Like Peterson didn't like him. Peterson wanted Foles. He didn't want him.
Yeah, that's true. So I forgot. Frank Wright is the head coach. So him and Frank Wright get together.
Frank Wright is a beast. Frank Wright is That's old Buffalo Bills.
That nigga can't think on my damn phone.
Don't fuck around when it comes to Buffalo. All right.
That nigga can't think on my phone.
4 Super Bowls in a row, but we ain't gonna talk about that. 4 Super Bowls in a row, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Let's just get off of that. You know what I mean? For whoever a Cowboy fan.
I don't like Frank Wright. How he done Marlins, man.
I'm just saying though, everybody talking about the Browns, but I gotta see it. I gotta see it to believe it. They keep talking about the Browns and
But why ain't nobody talking about Chicago? Why ain't nobody talking about Chicago?
Man, the New Orleans Saints.
Man, I don't know.
The Saints know because Jameis Winston is not going to be able to get it done, and I do not believe in Tyson's. And I do not believe in Tyson's arm. Okay, he's a great runner. He's a Tim Tebow. He's a Tim Tebow.
It's not even
Taysom is a Tim Tebow.
I think he's gonna start Taysom.
He is, bro. He like
Taysom Hill is Tim Tebow.
He like Tebow.
If you start Taysom Hill is a gimmick quarterback.
And Jameis Winston is not going to be able to get it
quarterback that you need for all 16. Well,
Jameis Winston is a good backup. He's a good backup. Leave him as a backup. It's just like Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater is a backup. Leave him as a backup.
Winston can get it done. Winston can get it done. Winston's problem is he's stupid interceptions and cheap turns.
The Buccaneers had enough when Winston was there. The Buccaneers had what they needed. The Buccaneers had what they needed when Winston was there.
He came in the league with Lovie Smith.
Y'all don't think we're gonna make the playoffs?
When Lovie Smith left and everything, they got rid of Lovie Smith too soon. Jameis was fine in that system. They brought in that other coach, which I forgot his name. He was irrelevant, but all he did was throw the
trash.
ball. Jameis isn't a guy who gonna throw 40 or 50 times a game.
Exactly.
You need to put a running back behind him.
You need to back. He needs to back. If he goes 25 times, you're gonna lose.
That's why he got Alvin
Florida State. Like he had Dalvin Cook back there. That's why he used to be
That's why he won at Florida State.
to save him.
That's why. Because remember, he was throwing interceptions at Florida State.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was because they tried to. Jimbo Fisher messed up. He tried to throw the ball more instead of doing what he did the other year, which was run the ball. We ran the ball. That's why we won the national title game. Because
and y'all had a hell of a defense.
No, y'all won the national title game because Alabama messed up.
Yeah, they messed up. But we had Devontae Freeman and we had Dalvin Cook. Them two was our one-headed.
Big Free. Big Free was a monster.
And then Benjamin.
Yeah, but y'all still won on some lucky shit.
Nah, I don't call that luck, fam.
No, they
I'm an Alabama fan.
James,
I can't say luck, fam. I can't say luck.
I'm just messing around.
I said before the draft that Jameis, you can't let him throw more than 40 times a game.
Yeah, he's not done right. Or he's gonna go crab shopping.
So y'all don't think he gonna be? Yeah. So y'all don't think he gonna be good in the Saints offense?
I think he'll be great in the Saints.
No. With the quarterback coach.
Look, Sean Payton is like Belichick. This is their problem.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
Damn
Payton can't get out his own way.
They got
but the thing is,
they got a big ego. They want to try to say, look what I can do with this guy. Look what I can do with this guy. So that's the only problem. Sean Payton has mad genius where it will work. If it works, it's great. But when it go bad, that shit go bad.
But the thing is, but there's also another narrative though here. There's also another thing here. They have basically, like you said with Belichick, he has Cam Newton. Cam Newton was not a great passer coming out. I never thought he was coming out of Auburn. He was more of a run passer, okay?
Right.
With Jameis Winston has a better arm than Cam Newton does, better accuracy than Cam Newton does. All they needed was a quarterback coach, a good quarterback coach to help him out. Now that he's down there in New Orleans, they have a great system with a great quarterback coach down there that can help him get his rotation on his ball right. So he will do a good job. He will do a good job. I will believe that they will make the playoffs because of the division that you are in.
But I don't think he's going to
start. That is the only reason why.
I'm telling you, I know Sean Payton. Sean Payton is a guy who likes he overthinks himself.
Yep,
that's why he loses the games. It's not that he's not a good head coach. It's not that he don't know his stuff. You know that dude in school, like who was getting the grades, like he'll take the test, like he know all the answers, but when he take the test, it's like, damn, he getting a C or a D.
He draw blank. Yeah, he draw blank. Yeah,
that's Sean Payton in the big games. It's like
I agree with you to a certain extent, but in the big game that they should have won, it was not Sean Payton's fault, and it was not the Saints' fault. It was the refs' fault. They jacked him two times in a row. They jacked him 2 times in a row to go to the Super Bowl.
No.
I agree to a certain extent, but they still had time to win the game. They still had enough.
I mean, come on, bro. It's to a certain extent when you have a minute and 20 left. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Can I say?
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I just want to say one thing that can help that conversation, because I'm calling from New Orleans right now, and I'm born and raised, and I'm here right now, and I agree with the guy with the dreads in his head, man, because one thing about Sean Payton, he is a great coach, but the problem with him, he overcoach himself. Mm-hmm. He do a little too much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like...
But did he overcoach himself when you guys won?
Say it again?
When you guys won the Super Bowl, did he overcoach himself?
No, he didn't. No, I don't think he did.
Okay, now, hold on. I got one more question. I got one more question for you. Now, the 2 games that you guys should have went to the Super Bowl, did he overcoach himself in those games?
You talking about with the Rams at the no call?
That one and the other one with your cornerback that totally missed. I don't know how the hell he did. That was stupid.
Not the Rams, not the no call. He coached good, but the Rams one he coached horribly. You know what I'm saying?
But you guys were up in that game, and if the cornerback would have made the hit, then the game would have been over.
But he always trying he always trying to outdo his friend. You know what I'm saying? Right. The Minnesota Vikings head coach are friends with him.
Right. And also that Rams game though too. You threw the ball. You threw the ball 3 damn times instead of running the damn ball.
Exactly.
That's what I wanted to hear. Who said that? Wait, hold on. Who said that part? Who said that part?
I said when they played against the Rams with that pass interference call, he threw the fucking ball 3 damn times. You don't do that.
That's what I was waiting for this man to say that
you got one of the best backs in the league. You got one of the best backs in the league.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with y'all because one thing about our fan base out here, you feel what I'm saying? It seemed like every time the Saints lose, you know what I'm saying, and people talk about us, they always ready to attack. But we have to understand. When it was that no call game with the Rams, we still could have won that fucking game. Sorry for my cussing, and we could have still won that game.
But was that on the coach?
That year, y'all supposed to be in the Super Bowl, bro.
That's why I say the Rams.
Was that on the coach or the quarterback?
It wasn't on the coach. It was on Drew Brees.
Right.
Okay.
Because Drew Brees threw the interception. They gave them the ball back. And
so it wasn't the play calling of what I'm saying about Peyton Manning Sean Payton is, it's not always that he's always trying to overdo it. Sometimes you got to go with what you got. And when you're playing great teams like that with great schemes and how they be having on those defenses with the teams that he was playing, sometimes you have to kind of get out of your box and do something different. They see you out here.
But at the end of the day, it all falls down on the coach. It's still Sean Payton's fault. It all falls down on the coach.
Right.
Because as a coach, you got to put your players in the best position, bro.
There you go.
You don't run the ball enough.
There you go.
This is the problem with Andy Reid as well. They get too pass happy. And they don't run the ball. You got.
I don't see how you. I don't see how you can throw the ball.
But did you ever hear? But did you ever hear what Drew Brees said? But did you ever hear what Drew Brees said? Drew Brees said, "I love the ball in my hand in crunch time." So Drew Brees is saying that your quarterback is telling you this.
That's fine.
Okay. Let me put it like this though. As a coach in the NFL, if you don't listen to your quarterback, but it's not like coaching back in the day. Nowadays, if you're a coach in the NFL and you don't listen to that quarterback can now probably get you fired before they trade that $100 million quarterback.
But no.
So if he says so, Drew Brees, Drew Brees is the man. Drew Brees is God in New Orleans. Drew Brees is God in New Orleans, bro.
No,
are you kidding me? If Drew Brees said something in New Orleans, it has to go down.
No, Sean Payton got way too much power. You ain't gonna get rid of Sean Payton after he brought the Super Bowl.
After he bought the Super Bowl,
you're not getting rid of Payton. Hell no, not with
Sean Payton didn't bring this. Look. The MVP of that Super Bowl was who? Not Sean Payton. It was Drew Brees.
Who you got as the team going out? Who you think the team needs to look out for?
What?
I can't hear you, Carcino.
No, I'm calling Jose. I want to hear his. I didn't hear which team he picked.
Arizona.
Arizona. Okay.
Good pick.
Yeah, that's a good team. It's a good team.
Arizona.
Hey, Jose, I don't like you, Jose. I don't like you. That's in my division, brother. I'm a 49ers fan, okay, sir? Sir, I'm a 49ers fan, sir. I disregarded your pick, sir. I don't like your pick, sir.
He says he's a 49ers fan.
Arizona over 49ers.
Say, see,
No, he will not.
Because
see, no, you had me so mad, dog.
Because
when you wore all that Buccaneers stuff, man, I was cutting. I was so mad at you, bro.
Go ahead, Jose.
Oh man,
Jose, what you saying?
Because Arizona actually have a cornerback.
Yep, there it is.
Hey, Jose, you can't sit here and make good points, okay? You can't be on the show and make good points. Okay, sir? It's not how this goes. All right, sir? I don't like your point of view. I don't like your objective point of view, sir, and your right point of view either. Okay, Jose?
But the thing is the diehard Saints fan, man. That's all I'm missing. You guys have had a team, and y'all.
Hey, that was good, Jose. Hey, that was a good observation.
Hey, but look. Can I say one thing?
One win away from the playoffs.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hey, Carcino, man, don't rub this in, okay, Carcino? We don't have to rub it in about Arizona, okay, Carcino?
People don't understand because looking from the outside,
Nobody's saying the Chicago Bears.
Looking from the outside in, I can understand people seeing the Saints failure looking outside in, but as a homer, man, we already felt like Drew Brees was done 5 years ago.
Yeah,
because his arm,
really?
Yes.
I said his
Drew Brees cannot throw. Drew Brees cannot throw over 30 yards when under pressure.
Nope, he can't.
But who was y'all gonna get as a quarterback to come in for Drew Brees and do what he did?
We had Teddy Bridgewater.
Bro, are you kidding me right now? HD, don't you ever in your life say that name as a starting quarterback in the NFL. Oh my goodness, sir. Oh my goodness, sir. HD, I was loving you earlier, bro. Me and you was cool earlier, right? But then you just said Teddy Bridgewater as a starting quarterback.
We got Christian Jr.
Hold on. Now I gotta get him on the phone. Houston, we have a problem. Yes, sir. We got to get this guy HD. Houston, we have a problem.
But listen.
Hey, what's up, little man?
I'm sorry.
All right.
Go ahead.
Chicago. What's up, little man? Go ahead, little man.
What team you think we need to look out for?
What was the question?
What NFL team you think we need to look out for next season?
What NFL team do you think we need to look out for? Probably, honestly, like the Cardinals and then 49ers.
Bro.
That's what I'm saying. I like this little guy. Leave him on the line.
I like that.
49ers, baby. 49ers.
I like that.
What?
Out of all the teams in the league, why those two?
Because the Cardinals, they have a good offense. And then they just brought in a bunch of new defenders who I think are going to be good for them. And I think Kyler Murray.
49ers.
What did you say? The 49ers? What did you ask?
I said, so what about the 49ers? You said Cardinals and 49ers.
The 49ers was easy. They had their whole team injured last year. With their
thank you.
With their defense back, there should be a playoff.
Hey, I like this kid. I like
this little kid right here, man. Hey, leave him on the line.
I like him. He knows football for a youngster. I like it.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Don't they still have trash ass? What's his name? Fake Tom Brady wannabe.
Hey, watch your language, man. Watch your language, man. A kid is
What's
on.
His name?
All right.
What's his name? Man, Gavin cuss more than I do.
Yeah, Gavin way more than that. Gavin cuss way more than all us together.
And then another thing about the Niners is I think Trey Lance will be good for them too.
Oh yeah, Garoppolo. That's his name.
I don't think Trey Lance is going to start yet.
Yeah,
but Garoppolo's not going to mess up. Garoppolo's not going to mess up like he did in the Super Bowl. Okay. In the Super Bowl. Hey, let me make an excuse.
Please.
Let me make an excuse for my quarterback. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Can I make an excuse for my starting quarterback?
No.
Can I? Okay. I just thought I could. Maybe I thought it maybe had like some kind of leverage with it, but I guess not. You're right. He sucked. All right. He wasn't Brady. All right. Okay, we get it. Okay. All right. He missed it. He missed a deep ball down the middle, and he missed a right open kid over the middle.
Yes, he did. He wasn't Eli. He wasn't
Hey, Look, I think we're getting a little out of hand.
Check it out.
With the man calling.
Hey, why should we be looking out for the Saints? Because a lot of people think the Saints is done now that Breeze is retired.
I wouldn't say that the Saints is done. The Saints is really a good team, but I want to go back to the guy. I want to go back to the guy that said Teddy Bridgewater, and I want people to understand that when Taysom started, he was 5-1. When Teddy Bridgewater started, he was 5-0. So it showed that these guys were good. They were better than Drew Brees. Even though we were still winning. Listen for a second.
Let him talk.
I'm talking about overall wise, we know Drew Brees is the best quarterback.
Right.
But his arm wasn't it.
It was done.
So when he got hurt those 2 years, the guys that came in and started for him, they won more than they lost. Teddy Bridgewater was undefeated. Taysom only lost 1 game. And what kept us in the game was
Sean Payton offense?
Say it again?
That wasn't because of the Sean Payton offense?
See, that's another thing. One thing about Sean Payton, he liked the game plan around his guys. You know what I'm saying? Right. See, Drew Brees, the reason.
So he's a good coach or not?
No, he's a great coach.
He is a great coach. It's just one thing. If Drew Brees was to walk up to Sean Payton and say, you know what, it's 3rd and 4, I'm about to throw it. He have so much trust in Drew Brees that he gonna say, forget what he thought and let Drew Brees do it.
Right.
But we all seen. We understand this. Drew Brees is a field general. Yes, he is he like a player coach.
Exactly.
But Drew Brees, his ego got in the way. He wanted to be the one to get us over the hump when his arm was digressing. He didn't have the arm strength anymore to throw 40, 50 yards. So if you only can throw under 30 yards, then every defender gonna play press. That's why we lost to the Buccaneers in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because they played press defense. They played press defense because they knew.
Hey, Corsino HD, man, I don't want to hear none of y'all, man. I think y'all bandwagon
too nice with it.
I think y'all Tom Brady bandwagon jumpers, man.
It's up to Sean Payton. Hold on. To me,
I'm in St. Petersburg, Florida, so I'm right in the heart of it, bro.
All right, man. Forget it. You ain't no bandwagon. You're a Floridian. All right, you're a Floridian. Okay, you're a Floridian. My bad, bro. Right. You got that.
But I'm gonna be honest
now. So she lives in
and hold on, Corsino, you from Chicago. How you not on the Bears? Why are we not talking about the Bears right now, bro?
Well, that's the Bears are in a rebuild mode.
So until then, you're gonna go with Tom Brady now, right? Okay, Corsino, I see how it is.
Because he's a Tom Brady fan. You know what I'm saying? This
Brady go, I go.
Brady go, he goes. Wherever I go, Brady and me.
Oh, stop. Yahoo! What up? You from Lake McGlure? Okay, I'm over there, Broadwater. I stayed in Broadwater over there about
But I hope y'all.
Lakewood Estates. Yeah, you stayed in McGorry, Lake McGorry. Yeah, I stayed in St. Pete. I stayed in Broadwater, across from Lakewood.
Man, we ain't on here worried about you and your comrades where y'all staying at. And shots out to the comrades on it, man.
My boy right here.
Get back on talking about, man. AD over here talking to his friends on chat, on live. You can text him. You can text him. You can text him, AD.
Y'all being way way too nice to Sean Payton, Dad. You know what I'm saying? It's Sean Payton that it's Sean Payton that should have told Drew Brees to sit his ass. Listen, y'all lost the game in the playoffs like 9-7 to the Bears. You know what I'm saying?
Who was going to be the
Listen, bro. Listen, you can't put a touchdown and a field goal up to beat the Bears, dog, with no offense, dog. Terrible, dog. Terrible, man. Breeze has been holding New Orleans back.
I don't disagree, but all I'm asking you guys is who was going to be the quarterback? Who was going to be the quarterback to lead them to the promised land?
That's why I say you have to be a homer to know about your home team.
Listen, they can get a field goal and a touchdown.
Listen. The reason why they didn't bench Breeze, I'm gonna tell you why they didn't bench Breeze. This is why they didn't bench Breeze, and I hope y'all feel me on this. They didn't want to expose James. They did not want you lose Jameis Winston like they lost Teddy Bridgewater, because they knew Breeze was about to leave. The reason why they didn't put him on, I'm being honest with you, bro. That's why we were so mad with Drew Brees, because his fucking ego. The city of New Orleans did not respect Brees constantly coming back and back. See, if you was a homer, you would know that. We wasn't riding for that. We wanted Brady.
Totally understand it. Okay, I totally understand that. But y'all didn't get Brady. Y'all didn't get Brady, right? Y'all didn't get Brady. Okay, fine, right? Who was going to be your quarterback to lead you to the promised land when Drew Brees was not there? Is what I keep asking you. As a Saints fan, who you were relying on Jameis Winston to take you above what Brees was doing?
Yes.
So the fan base of New Orleans. Okay, hold on. So you're telling me the fan base of New Orleans was going to say Jameis Winston was going to be better than Drew Brees.
When Drew Brees said whatever Drew Brees say is gonna go in Sean Payton's eyes. So when Drew Brees came, listen, I understand what you're asking. When Drew Brees came back, the problem was he should have benched Drew Brees when his arm strength went out. We had to go with Jameis Winston. We had to go with somebody. Who else you gonna go with? You got to go with your backup player. Whoever is in the second quarterback, you have to roll with him. The problem is Drew Brees did not want to sit down. That's what hurted us.
I kind of
get where you're coming from. But you were saying
Jameis Winston was straight when he was in there. It wasn't like he was trash in there. He was straight.
Exactly.
I'm not saying he was. But he also was not blowing teams out with his arm either. It was a scheme that Sean Payton was running.
He didn't have to. They were utilizing the running game.
Listen.
They were utilizing the running game. They was utilizing more of the offense.
Jameis Winston
all the time like that.
Exactly.
Picked off, and then not only that.
I understand that. So what you're going to get against the Bears? So AD. So against the Bears, right? When the passing game wasn't working, the running game also wasn't working.
Right.
The Bears shut that down.
It didn't work at first. It didn't work at first. But the
Bears just had a great defense. Why can't we just say? Why can't we just say? Instead of saying the package didn't work, why can't we just say the Bears had a great defense, right?
Yeah,
and they did. They were just shutting them down.
Absolutely. Yeah, they always have a great defense.
They had the best defense in the league that year.
From the Bears, the problem with the Bears is the owner.
So we know that. But what I'm saying, let's go back to the Drew Brees thing. Now, what I'm trying to ask is, so you mean to tell me that Jameis Winston in that year? Because you were saying, bro, from New Orleans, you were saying that for the last 5 years,
right?
Drew Brees wasn't shit, right?
Yeah,
but the last 5 years, hold on.
Okay,
but the last 5 years, all Drew Brees did was take you to the playoffs, take you to the East, the NFC Championship games 2 times.
I don't know, dog. I say Kamara was
he didn't miss half of the last 2 years.
Right.
He didn't miss half of the last 2 years.
If they would have
you gotta let me answer your question.
They would have won it all.
I'm not talking, bro. It's AG.
They would have won it all. I guarantee they would have, because that team was playing lights in there. That defense stepped up. That running game was playing out of their mind.
Right.
The wide receivers, everybody was getting the ball. It just wasn't the one guy. Everybody was getting.
Sounds good.
Man,
sounds good, but Teddy Bridgewater wasn't putting up major numbers. But Teddy Bridgewater still wasn't putting up major numbers.
why would nobody talking about the Seahawks?
Guys, I have a prediction. I have something to say about the Seahawks. My prediction for them is they'll finish last in the division.
What?
I agree. And that's what you get, Jose. And that's what you get, Jose. Yeah. In your ass, Jose.
They got their defensive line.
Gavin?
Their defense is soft.
Gavin?
Yep.
Your Bears will finish last in their division.
We got
a last place team. We got a last place challenge. We got a last place challenge.
Say
last place challenge here. Y'all gotta wager that. Y'all gotta wager that.
But look, to answer that question, man, Drew Brees wasn't the reason we got to the playoffs.
What did you just say?
Right.
Okay.
He was the last 5 years. Drew Brees wasn't the reason.
Packers third, Lions.
The Bears are gonna.
Y'all talking about 1 year though. But you're talking about 1 year with Drew Brees where he didn't get you to the promised land. And you're saying that year he should retire. But I'm going by the last 5 years that you're talking about. So you're telling me for the last 5 years before this, for the last 5 years before this, that Drew Brees should retire and Jameis Winston would have been great for the last 5 years of that career.
I'm not saying
that's what you're saying.
Fellas, hold on real quick.
I'm not getting a chance to answer it. I ain't getting a chance to answer it.
Okay.
Gavin.
What's up?
So my Seahawks are gonna finish last, and your Bears are gonna win the North.
Yep, the Bears are gonna win the North. They have no.
Really?
Over the Packers?
Really? Over the Packers?
Over the Packers? Okay. Over Minnesota? Over Minnesota and the Packers?
Gavin Gate.
I don't know. That's gonna be hard.
Their only bit of competition in that division are the Vikings.
Listen,
the Vikings say every year the Vikings say they're gonna be good.
Put them to bed, please.
I say put them to bed.
Hey, that young man know what he's talking about. That young man know what he's talking about.
He do.
That young man know what he's talking about.
Beat the Bears twice this year.
Vikings number 2, Packers number 3, Lions number 4.
The Bears.
I think the Lions are gonna beat the Bears too.
The Lions are going to beat the Bears twice this year.
I think that's right. I think so.
Don't do it.
Jared Goff.
Hey, Carcino, that could be too, Carcino, though. But that's Carcino. We got to clown on Carcino, too.
Man, see, funny.
We got to clown on Carcino, too. Because Carcino acts like he's just a Buccaneers fan, like he don't know nothing about Chicago now.
Listen, and don't even get on the stones. Them stones are going to be pulled up and down the court this year.
Carcino over here, look at him, pointing to all his Brady stuff. He ain't pointing on Mike Singletary. He ain't pointing on Refrigerator Perry. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, no legendary Chicago. He went to all straight Brady. Look at him.
Hey, I want to ask the chat a question. Who y'all think gonna win the finals, man?
Come on, man. It's gonna be Suns, bro. We know the narrative. We know the narrative. It's the Suns, bro.
The Suns gonna win it though, but I picked the Bucks before the finals.
The NBA wants the Suns to win, bro.
Wait,
the NBA wants the Suns to win.
Yeah.
The NBA wants Chris Paul to win.
I thought Giannis was hurt.
He is
exactly.
No,
I thought the knee injury was so bad. I thought the knee injury was just so bad. I don't think so. I think it was narrative.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Kind of like swollen.
But he ain't 100%. And look what he can do.
The way that nigga bouncing on off that leg, I'm 100% my hand. Never seen a nigga bounce like that.
Can we get the LeBron better than Giannis combo now? Can we?
Please, I don't care about that. Look, I don't care. Combo, LeBron, man. Man, can we not even talk about LeBron, please, man?
There you go.
We don't even have to talk about LeBron. To be honest,
we got 100 years.
I hate that dude.
I hate that dude. That's my and he played on my team. He helped my team win 2 championships, and I still don't like him. I didn't like him when he came from Cleveland.
Damn right, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
See, hey, I used to think y'all was joking.
You don't root for bums, man. You don't root for bums. That's what I'm talking about.
I really thought y'all were joking. I see y'all serious about LeBron.
Yeah, man. We don't do LeBron here, man. We don't do that. We don't do that here, bro. We don't do no LeBron here, bro.
Dude, I done made the top 90 list on my page. Guys better
Hey,
than
I'm
LeBron.
not a LeBron James hater, but I don't think he nowhere near top 10.
What do you guys think about
No, not even close.
What do you guys think about the Packers going into this season?
I don't care about the Packers.
Man,
I don't care about Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, you retired for all
Yeah, Karen Rodgers. He said Karen Rodgers. He said Karen Rodgers. He called him Karen Rodgers. Karen Rodgers. Hey, bro, that was live, bro, that was it right there. Karen Rodgers, bro. Karen Rodgers, bro.
Players I was better than LeBron.
Karen Rodgers.
Is who better than LeBron?
No,
who better than LeBron?
Did you see HD's with a top 90 player who's better than LeBron? Did you see it?
Oh, the top 90? Yeah, I agree with all 90.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
That's right, chapter 1.
Right, exactly.
Chapter 3, and chapter 4.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, man,
you got 5 points.
I would have to go back to that would be Dave Cowens.
Yeah, Dave Cowens. Dave Cowens, Daryl Dawkins, World Be Free, Doug Collins.
You said World Be Free.
World Be Free.
World Be Free was a dog. Don't get
George McGinnis. Maurice.
I don't know, T.A.T. I don't know. I'm feeling Matt Maloney coming down. I'm feeling
Matt Maloney.
Hey, bro, I was saying the other night, dog. That shit is funny.
I'm boycotting Space Jam for Kobe. I'm boycotting Space Jam because it's LeBron.
Yeah, for real.
So it's already covered.
Nah. I'm just boycotting because it's gonna be whack anyway. Like that ain't even They trying to push LeBron too much, bro.
Tony Hawk is another one.
Doliak. Oh my God.
Doliak is dope, homie. New York Knickerbocker, baby.
I don't know. Steve
The 49ers gonna win games with Jimmy G as quarterback.
Exactly.
You think they need to
Yeah, what you got to go in the Super Bowl?
They're gonna put Lance in there.
I know they need to get Sharon Rodgers over there.
They gonna get Sharon Rodgers.
Hey, who's that radio on or something?
Jimmy Garoppolo might not even start week 1.
Right.
Oh, my bad. That's 2K, y'all. My bad. Let me cut it down.
No, what I'm saying is they got a running game. All they got to do is just play the game manager and then have the guy. They just need a guy who can make the throws and make the throws.
Y'all, look, man. Y'all ain't gonna keep getting on Jimmy G, all right? Y'all ain't gonna keep on getting on Jimmy G. We got what we need, all right, man. Leave it alone. We got what we need.
Jimmy G cost me the Super Bowl. He let them check Kansas City Chiefs walk away with a game.
Bro, hey, Carcino. Why you gotta rub it in?
That G is definitely for garbage.
You know how much money I lost, bro? Do you know where I was at the time? I'm at a Super Bowl party with nothing but Chiefs fans, bro. The whole game, right? So in the first couple of minutes, they're all in my ear talking shit, doing all that. Oh man, as soon as we started winning, I'm the only one in there just ripping their ass apart. Do you know what happened at the end of that game? You know, I almost cried because I almost got mobbed. Okay, I almost cried, bro. That was hurt. How you overthrow a white? And that hurt. That hurt my soul. It hurt my soul. And I'm still emotional.
Let's give this guy the tiniest violin in the world.
Our new CP.
Hey, bro.
I got you, dog. I got you.
Listen, man, I'm surprised you found one that small.
Exactly.
But hey, play me a trombone, please. Just play me a trombone.
They whole gig is up. They've been exposed by the Bucks.
Yep.
So
Bro, I was telling them that last year, bro.
Everybody know
and it looked like a setup, just like the Patriots game. Looked like a setup, just like Tom Brady.
You know,
looked like an old Tom Brady narrative over there, Carcino.
The Tennessee Titans is gonna run them. Watch, they gonna whoop the Chiefs. Watch what I tell you.
The Titans are overrated this year.
Right. Do you see the receiving core right now? Do you see the wide receivers that the Titans got right now?
Yeah,
are you crazy?
You see their defense. Their defense has been getting worse.
Julio's washed up.
Gavin.
People are saying just because they got Julio Jones, all of a sudden they're going to be
It's not just Julio.
Winner, the new dynasty. They got one.
It's not Julio. It's not just Julio.
They got one 32-year-old receiver who's going to be with them for maybe 2 years.
Boy, ain't you 10? How you know how I feel to be 32? How you know he ain't in the best shape of his life? You ain't even reached puberty yet, nigga. You can't even come on yourself. Boy, you don't know how it feels to be 32 and feel good about yourself. Damn. You know how it feels to be 32, boy? Huh, young man? You know how it feels to be 32 and feel good about yourself, young man? Be in the best condition of your life? Huh? Do you know?
But I'm saying,
for all my older gentlemen on this live, we can't let this young man get away with that narrative of 32 years old like he's old or something now.
All the time. Is he gonna last the whole
32 years old is old.
Hey, see, now y'all tripping, bro. Do you see Terrell? Do you see Terrell Owens out there? Do you see Terrell Owens out there? What he doing online? And that man 40 something. Don't tell me about no 32. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear that. 32.
Julio Jones is.
I mean, that's Terrell Owens.
Julio Jones is
right. That's
You're right. I mean, he's a freak of nature. He's a freak of nature. You're right. I'm not saying that he's not. I'm just, kind of like throwing a narrative out there.
So, Gavin, who you got going since you said that the Seahawks was going to finish last? How you got that division? Put them in order.
All right, I got
San Francisco.
Let me see.
San Francisco first.
I got this is a tough one.
Boy, you better quit playing with me, Gavin.
It's either gonna be the Rams or the Niners winning the division.
What?
And then it will be the Cardinals, and then it would be the Seahawks. I can't choose the Rams and the Niners. It's hard.
Yeah, good. Sorry, Jose.
It all depends.
Gavin. He said Gavin.
It all depends on how Stafford plays with the Rams, and then it all depends.
Gavin. I will give you this, Gavin. That is one of the toughest.
Gavin, that is great. That is a great observation. That's one of the toughest divisions.
Yeah, and then it depends on what. It depends on what the quarterback situation for the Niners. Yeah, what?
Hey, Gavin, Jose talking to you.
Do you have your own money?
He said, do you have your own money? He said, put your allowance money up. He said, bet your allowance. He said, bet your allowance.
He said, put your
allowance up right now.
The Seahawks will not be in that division.
Listen, man, put some money up. Put some money where your mouth is.
Put your allowance up right now.
Put some money up.
Every team in that division has a defense.
Gavin. 50 or 100.
I'm not putting money up right now.
You gotta like this young kid,
Hey, Gavin be out there mowing lawns. Hey, Gavin be out there mowing lawns and shit. You take out the trash for his money.
Y'all getting some money off the kids.
Gavin, I will take your lunch money.
Hey, Jose, give us.
You said, Gavin, I'm gonna take your lunch money.
Down the division. How you got the division playing out?
The Seahawks, the Cardinals, the Niners, the Rams.
The Seahawks are now.
Hey, did you just put my Niners in third? Jose, did you just put my Niners in third, bro?
Oh, good.
Did you put my Niners in third, bro?
Fire.
Hey,
did you put my Niners in third, bro?
Fire.
Third, Jose.
They'll make the playoffs.
No, we just gonna make the playoffs. We a wild card. So now we just a wild card team out here now, huh? Now we just wild carding. Okay, for sure. Okay, for sure. Now we just a wannabe playoff team over here now, huh? We just don't even deserve it, huh? We nasty. Okay. Righteous.
All right, T, you
righteous
right now. Matthew Stafford is the new quarterback of the Rams.
Yeah, that's why I said.
Listen, man, this is why they're gonna finish probably third or fourth in the division, really. You know what I'm saying? Stafford.
Thank you.
Stafford is a one-man wrecking crew. Please believe that.
Thank you.
That's Megatron.
Thank you.
That's
Sorry,
Megatron.
Chris Cervantes, if he's listening out there. I tried to warn you. I tried to warn him, man. I tried to warn him. You know what I'm saying? To see, but that Trey, that Trey set the lines up.
Cowgirls gonna do.
Break down that division. Who's gonna take that division?
Milwaukee wins the title.
You got speaking to the mic, bro.
What?
I said,
we can't hear you.
How you get that
Back Bizzle fried over there, boy.
Look, you over there rolling that joint up. You don't know what's going on. Look at you. You're looking at the chat. You're looking at the mic.
Oh, his mic is low,
nigga.
The mic low.
Selfish, Mac Bizzle. Pass that shit, bro.
Hey, you better blow that into the camera or something, man. I'm at work. You better blow that into the camera or something, bro. Some contact or something.
You know me. I'm just kicking back listening to y'all, man.
Yeah, you got the Cardinals.
It ain't nothing if the homies can't hit nothing.
You got the Cardinals last.
Yeah, the Cardinals is last.
No, the Cardinals.
Oh,
The Cardinals are going to be last. The Cardinals are going to be the Cardinals.
No. Cardinals are going to be second in the division.
But
Cardinals will be second in the division.
You got the 49ers in third.
Cardinals are going to be second or third.
Second, the 49ers second. Oh man.
Listen, man.
I can agree with that. 49ers.
Everybody with these Cardinals. A lot of people jumped on the Cardinals bandwagon.
Mac Mizzle eyes
not ready yet.
so
They're not ready yet.
right now.
They're not ready yet.
He don't even understand.
Look, Mr. Asian man over there.
Right now.
Asian black man right there.
He was like, "Whoa, what the hell?"
He half black, half Asian over there.
No, the football, y'all got that.
Listen, half man, half amazing.
Half man, half baked. Half man, half baked.
Hey, Chad, break down that division. So I already know you got 49ers. You got
San Francisco. I have to go with Seattle because they have more experience. And right now, Russell. Okay. But right now, I understand that. But Russell Wilson still is there, and he still has an arm, and he's still an MVP quarterback. Okay, so what do you mean? That's what they went and got a line for. That's what they went and got a line for. That's what they went and got a line for. They went and got an offensive line for. They went and got him an offensive line, sir.
They didn't give him anything. What did they give him? Who did they give him?
Gabe Jackson.
Well, I don't know sir. I don't know offensive linemen's names like off the back like that because I'm not a Seahawks fan. But I did see their picks and I did see who they traded for. And yes, sir, they did get offensive linemen, sir. So
these are no names. I never even heard of these guys they got.
And I understand, all the offensive linemen in the league. You have that time to. I get it. All you have is your schoolwork. I understand that, sir. Okay. All I'm saying is, Gav. Right? All I'm saying is, young Gav. Hey, young Gav. All I'm saying is that the Seahawks do have an MVP quarterback. The Cardinals do not have an MVP quarterback yet. He has not been to the promised land to show his skills yet. He will.
How is he going to get the protection, bro? How is he going to protect?
Because the offensive line that I named earlier. Remember earlier when I had said that they had got off offensive line? Remember earlier when I had said that they had went and got some people to stand in front of him?
It's not going to fix itself
so they can block.
It's not going to fix itself in 1 year.
And I understand that. I understand it might not, and that's why they're going to be 2 in the division and not 1. So the Cardinals will be third. The Cardinals will be third. Young Gavin killing me over here. He's killing me. I don't even know what to do, man. You got me, Gav. My bad, bro. Okay, my bad. Okay. You know what? Mine sucks. You're right. I'm wrong. Mine sucks. Okay. I'm sorry, Gav. My bad, bro. My bad.
Okay.
I feel bad now.
All right, you got Cardinals first, so everybody got the Rams last. Man, this is crazy.
Yeah. Just because Stafford, we all know Stafford is a cancer. So
answer that rhyme
to any team, to any wide receiver.
He said for anybody.
He gonna get you hurt, or he gonna get a couple wide receivers. Remember how Phillip Rivers used to get wide receivers hurt all the time? I hated Phillip Rivers over here in Dago. I'm from Dago, right? So I'm a Chargers fan. That's why you in New Orleans. That's why I was discussing with you about Drew Brees so much, because we wanted to keep Drew Brees over here. Okay, we didn't want Phillip Rivers. Okay, you guys could have kept. You guys could have got Phillip.
Hey,
we would have kept Drew Brees over here. Okay.
The kicker missed the damn field goal, man. It was
oh my god. Oh my god. And then fourth down, bro. Fourth down. How do you run the ball with Darren Sproles against one of the biggest linebackers of all time, Ray Lewis? Like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? And then Quentin Jammer. How's your last name Jammer and you don't jam a motherfucker at the line of scrimmage that you pitched to you last year? You just Quentin Jammer was last year. Overrated. Bro, I don't even look. I don't even want to talk to you. Look, I'm already hurt. I'm already hurt enough. My teams are not winning.
What do you guys think the Bears will do this year? What do you guys think the Bears will do?
Man, we ain't talking about the Bears right now, man. Gavin, go to sleep with the Bears. Gavin, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Talk about the Bears in 2 years. Talk about the Bears in 2 years, man. Talk about the Bears in 2 years, man.
They're gonna be good this year. What are you talking about? 2 years.
In 2 years, talk about the Bears. Bears ain't ready yet, right now.
I'll talk about that
running back problem. They got a quarterback problem.
Yeah, they got all kinds of problems. They got an owner problem. They got a GM problem. They got a coach problem. All of them got wide problems. All of them wives is about to leave them. Like, come on, bro. They jinxed.
The Bears, they put like an all-world defense on the field every year. And they put the trashiest offense they can find.
Bro, they're trying to recreate Refrigerator Perry.
Y'all should have never got Jimmy Graham, I tell you that.
So what about
you know what? Hey, Jimmy Graham hurt his career leaving, huh?
Yeah, leaving New Orleans.
Do anybody think Justin Fields is gonna be something? He was the talk of the whole
2 years. 2 years. 2 years. Give him 2 years.
I'm not.
You gotta give him a year to get this off, and then maybe next. Maybe the year after next year. Not yet. Not right now. Not right now. Did you not see him again in the big games?
This might have been
in the big games. He does not get it done.
Right.
Hold on. This might have been.
To me, he's an okay.
This might have been the wrong.
As far as in the clutch, he's not that good. In the clutch, he has over.
No, at all. At all.
Sometimes he doesn't run when he's under pressure.
He doesn't make the best decisions.
Effectively when he's getting blitzed.
He doesn't make the best decisions.
I think.
Listen, man. This might have been
a rookie. I think that quarterback in Chicago will have a pretty decent year. I mean, not Chicago and San Diego. I mean, the LA Chargers. I'm sorry.
Her will be good.
I don't know if you did that on purpose. Because I said I was in San Diego earlier, and we just lost a whole team to LA, and we don't fuck with LA, and we just lost a whole team to them. Okay, we lost Drew Brees early.
Nah, it was
and lost our chance at the championship, and then we lost the whole team. All right, bro, just making sure, man.
How do you feel about Richard Sherman?
Making sure, man.
But I think he's gonna be pretty good, man, because he almost beat the Saints' ass, man. I like his style of play.
I need a
like
this might have been the wrong draft for the Bears to finally draft a black quarterback that they always should have drafted.
Yeah, right. I agree.
Hey, listen here, Stephen A. Smith. Hey, listen here, Stephen A. Smith. Okay, don't be putting down on black quarterbacks, all right, man?
Justin Fields is not that bad, guys.
He's not. He's not at all, bro. He's not at all.
Say Costello.
He's not great.
Listen, he plays in the weak ass Big Ten.
Right.
Like the Big Ten, like half the teams in the Big Ten didn't even play this year.
Exactly.
Big Ten wasn't weak.
Right.
Like it was like they shouldn't even play this year.
Hey man, this here right here, man. What you're doing is amazing, bro. How you can have guys on your platform from all different states all over the world and just being on here, just having a great conversation, talking about sports. Man,
No
it's
disrespect.
amazing, man. This is what
All
we need,
love.
bro.
Oh yeah,
Man,
we need this, man.
This was fun.
We've been doing this.
Yeah, I know.
Been doing this.
But he never get credit, man. He don't never get credit for nothing he do.
Yeah,
I don't believe that, Raul Higgins. Fields is nothing like Cam. Cam is way better than Fields was.
I think
way better arm. And then in the clutch, Cam Newton's got a whole lot better in the clutch.
No, don't ever say nothing about Cam Newton in the clutch ever in your life. Don't ever say nothing about Cam Newton in the clutch when that man ran away from a fumble. That man ran away from a fumble in the Super Bowl. Don't you ever say nothing about clutch when you ran away from a fumble in the Super Bowl.
The game was done at that point. So you gonna risk your career going at Von Miller?
Bro, man, hell with that. He should have jumped on that ball.
Are you crazy, bro? The game is over. The game ain't never over.
it was like fourth down. If he got the ball, he's still gonna be different.
Oh, now y'all making excuses from running away from a fumble?
He should have got that ball.
We not even about to go there.
You died for the fumble, bro. You don't run away from. You die for the fumble. You don't run away from a fumble. Man, I wish I would have ever in my life ran away from a fumble.
Watch that Super Bowl again. They dropped passes. All the guys
all over the field. They were dropping.
I didn't say they did.
Then the front seven.
I mean, you're right, sir. I didn't say. I mean, sir, you're right, sir. I didn't say that they weren't dropping passes, sir.
Anderson was running all over them bums. On the front.
Carcino, sir. I never said they weren't dropping passes. They were. They were bad.
I ain't gonna jump on the ball. I ain't been.
He said I ain't jumping on no ball.
And the game over. I mean, it ain't gonna make a difference. He
right. The game done.
The game is over. They still turn over the ball on down.
What I should have done was go beat the
we all know what
the again for dropping
Carcino
passes.
Hey, Carcino, we know what that Super Bowl was anyway. We know what that Super Bowl was, bro. It was a goodbye ring. It was a goodbye ring for Peyton Manning. That's all it was.
But I digress.
You can't let Eli Manning. You can't let Eli Manning have 2 rings and be one of the worst quarterbacks ever in history to have 2 rings.
Right.
And then you're the old brother and you're one of the best quarterbacks in history, but you only got 1. No, they wasn't gonna let that happen.
So why the hell they didn't get Drew Brees one in? Why they didn't do it for Brees?
They gave Drew Brees his. They gave him his. Bro, they gave Drew Brees his.
The face of the league.
But Drew Brees
wasn't in that face.
But not even that though. Not even that though. You gotta think about who their daddy is. Their daddy got a big foot in this league, bro. He has a big say-so in this league. Archie Manning is a big name in this league, bro. Because if it wasn't for Archie Manning, St. Louis, New Orleans, if it wasn't for Archie Manning, but if it wasn't for Archie Manning, New Orleans still wouldn't have a football team.
I only say that to be like, damn, why this dude got so much power and he was like an average
because he put a franchise. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he put a franchise that they banked on that nobody thought could come out of New Orleans, right? They didn't think that they could survive. They thought they were gonna have to move that team. I know. I'm telling you why. Because the owners thought that they was gonna have to move that team. Once Archie Manning came, he became a fan favorite. And a league favorite to a lot of people because the way he balled out. He was a baller.
He was white.
He was a baller, just on a bad team.
And that's why they pushed him.
I mean, we know that narrative too, but it doesn't mean he wasn't a baller though. He was a baller.
I digress, man. Cino, what's up with the Pistons next year?
Oh man, y'all smoking crack. Here we go, man. Here we go to crack smoke.
Okay, dog. Like, I'm not picking Archie. Like, if we have like all-time quarterbacks, he don't crack the 20 or 25, bro. It's just that. Archie won.
Hey, Carcino, don't even talk about the Pistons, Carcino. Please don't do it, bro. You good? Say save yourself.
We coming,
say
dog.
Save yourself.
Y'all gonna be hearing the Pistons next year, dog. That's just over with, man. Listen,
hey, Carcino, jump off the life raft, Carcino. It's going down. It's going down very fast. Get off the life raft and save yourself.
Bro,
it's going down fast.
You smoking. As soon as we get this young boy up in here, dog, it's a wrap, dog. It's a wrap, dog.
What young boy?
Hey, man,
what young boy?
The young boy to get in this draft.
They finna get
What young boy the Pistons gonna get? That's gonna take y'all over the top.
Listen,
what young boy?
Kane Cunningham.
Carcino, what young boy is gonna take y'all over the top? Carcino.
Kane
There it is, man. Since you didn't believe me when I said it.
You talking about Trey Young older brother?
Trey Young.
You talking about Trey Young older brother?
Listen, Dad, yeah, but he's like 6'9". He's like 6'9". They can shoot that.
Yeah, that's his older brother. Yeah, that's his older, bigger brother. Yeah,
listen,
that's all it is.
He looks like
He's in the league later.
But he could. I'll take him. He gonna be the. He got more heart than Trey going to that hole. Watch what he do to the league. He finna.
I just don't think y'all got the same owner. I don't think y'all got the same owners and the same GMs that y'all used to have with Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars. Go get Dennis Rodman. Go get Rick Mahorn. Keep Bill Laimbeer here to throw niggas on the ground. Y'all don't have that same kind of coaching. Like, you know what I mean? Point to that ownership that y'all had there, man.
This is 30 years later, or 40 years later, bro.
That's what I'm trying to. Exactly what I'm trying to say. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. It took 30 years, and y'all still ain't got that same kind of nothing for y'all going there. That's what I'm trying to say.
We had 2 runs.
Nothing at all.
The Bad Boys had they run in the 80s. They had they run in the 2000s. We take some years off, but we come back. Y'all, they didn't have a run at all.
All right, you like a memory foam mattress. All right, you
listen. We've already got. This is why I say this. Because we've already got pieces here.
Y'all see though?
We've already got Jeremy Grant, a #1 perimeter defender in the league. We got rebounders in Sekou. You know what I'm saying? We got Mason Plumlee.
Yeah,
we got shooters in Bay. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
Bay's a beast. Bay's a whole beast. He an animal. He an animal. Bay animal. I like him a lot. Yeah, he an animal.
Listen, God, listen, guys. We got the backcourt of the future, and we got defenders out here. We got rebounders down. What's up?
That's why it was stupid for Stephen A to say that shit about the Africans. I'm like, man, wait, all the Africans is in the league. Like, hey, man. Nigerian league, and all of them are in the NBA. Like, that makes no damn sense.
I'll say I am boycotting my team right now.
What is say HD?
What did Stephen A say exactly?
HD.
Yeah.
Say, it's kind of fly. What that mean when you say Doug? What that mean?
Dog?
Oh, dog.
No, when you be like dog.
Like roof,
dog.
DMX.
Yeah, like dog. That's my dog. That's my guy. That's my homie. That's my dog. That's my homeboy.
Okay.
It was Cali slang. It was basically Cali slang first. You know what I mean? Cali slang. You know what I'm saying? Dog, homeboy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's new. I never heard that before.
Dog is everybody been saying dog here since the 90s. So
well, in the Midwest it was more like like the slang is different. The slang is different in the Midwest.
88? That's 88, right?
Look at Joe Dumars. Look at Joe. Look at the quiet man. Look at the quiet reaper. The quiet reaper right there, Joe Dumars.
Somebody told me yesterday, I almost crashed my car. Scottie Pippen was better than Joe Dumars. I was like, oh,
hell no. Who said that?
Listen, whoever was, put the crack pipe down.
That man
live stream, man. Somebody, Scottie Pippen was way better than Joe Dumars.
And Joe Dumars, and honestly, Joe Dumars would have been better if Isaiah Thomas didn't have the ball in his hands all the time.
See, Joe Dumars was tough. He was tough.
I mean, Isaiah, you trying to say he was a ball hog?
No. I'm not saying Isaiah. No. I'm just saying Joe. If Joe would have got more shots, if Joe would have got more shots off, he'd have probably been one of the 50 greatest players of all time.
He's not in the
class. He's not in the 50 greatest.
Do you realize that Joe Dumars is in the Hall of Fame?
He had no business
in the 50 greatest of all time.
Joe Dumars is in the
50 greatest of all time. He has the jacket,
bro.
He better than Scottie.
No. That's not what I'm asking. No, Carcino, man. You know the 50 greatest. Remember when they did that? The 50 greatest of all time. Is Joe Dumars in there? Yeah. I know Scottie Pippen is there, but is Joe Dumars in there?
He's better than Scottie Pippen.
Right there, Joe Dumars should have been in there. If you gonna put Scottie Pippen.
Okay, so he's not in there. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I knew he wasn't. Yeah, okay.
ones that look, man. The
they
people
didn't pick them, but they were people that shouldn't even been there. Like
exactly. Shaq should not have been in there.
Shaq ain't no top 50 in
there. No, at all.
Scott,
I don't even know if people still think Shaq is like one of the best of all time.
And that was in '96.
That was in '97.
And they put Shaq in the top 50.
It was in that was in '97. The ones who should have been in that top 50 was Dominique Wilkins and Bob McAdoo. You could have put Dennis Rodman in there too, man, because Wilt Chamberlain was out there.
Oh my God, Dominique Wilkins.
Could have put Dennis
Rodman.
Dominique Wilkins. Wait, Wilt Chamberlain is in. What are you talking about? Wilt Chamberlain is one of the 50 greatest of all time.
Listen.
Wilt Chamberlain is in there.
No. Listen, because Wilt Chamberlain actually, I heard he was ticked off, because of the fact that Dennis wasn't there.
You was on the live. Was you on that live that we just had the other day? Because this was just 2 days ago, and I was saying just the same thing you saying now.
Yeah, he was ticked off, the fact that Dennis Rodman wasn't even mentioned on that list. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Dennis Rodman should definitely be on that list. Dennis Rodman should definitely be on the list. Way before Shaq. Way before Shaquille O'Neal. And if you look at that matchup, if you look at the Shaquille O'Neal, Dennis Rodman matchups, Dennis Rodman used to hog Shaquille O'Neal. Used to hog that man. And Shaq will tell you himself. Shaq will tell himself that is the hardest matchup ever.
Center of all time at what? Matt Clark, you smoking dope, crack, all that stuff put together. Shaq wasn't better than Hakeem Olajuwon or Ewing.
Who said that?
Or David Robinson.
Or David Rodman. I mean,
you forgot
who said that?
Giving him the business in the finals. He was giving him the business.
Wait, who said that Shaq was better? Who said that Shaq? Is that somebody online? Somebody off the chat?
Best center of all time. I said where?
Of all time?
Who said that?
Where?
Who said that? Who said that?
In the chat.
Oh no, come on. I don't even know why we listening to that. That was just nonsense. We all know better than that. We all know better than that. That was nonsense.
On that Rodman versus Shaq thing, it was Mike. I think he said it in The Last Dance. Their ability to be able to beat Orlando was because they could play Dennis Rodman on Shaq 1-on-1 with no help.
No help. He's the only one, and he's the only one in the league.
You know why the Pistons drafted Joe? Because he was quiet. He did everything quiet. Don't do my
because they didn't need no more loudmouths.
He was the 11th leading scorer in NCAA history.
That's passing right there, man.
I mean, but you need nobody else talking. You already had Bill Laimbeer. You already had Bill Laimbeer and Isaiah Thomas.
Shaq was not better than Ewing and Robinson. Did you watch these games where Shaq played Ewing and Robinson? Ewing and Robinson dominated them, Ammo.
Yeah, bro.
What is you talking about?
Robinson. Hold on. The Robinson one. The Robinson one. They was kind of going back and forth a little bit. Now, Hakeem Olajuwon could not stop Shaq, but Shaq could never stop Hakeem Olajuwon ever. But they couldn't stop.
I don't like David Robinson, but he was definitely hands down better than Shaq.
But David Robinson could not stop Shaq at all. He had a better game. They had a better all-around game. But they weren't as dominant.
David Robinson could take you out to 18 feet and kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like Shaq just didn't have them kind of skills.
David Robinson couldn't do shit until David Robinson couldn't do nothing until one man came to come help and save the day. Tim Duncan. So until Tim Duncan came, he couldn't do nothing.
I mean, that's not fair.
What do you mean?
That's
true. It's true.
I mean, but David Robinson was at the end of his career. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But he didn't do
what I'm saying. I'm not a David Robinson guy, but he was better than Shaq because he could do more on the court.
No. I'm not saying he wasn't better. No, I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm not saying he wasn't better than Shaq. I said he had a better all-around game than Shaq, but he wasn't as dominant as Shaq was. He couldn't control the game.
12 rebounds a game.
Hold on.
He underachieved for his size.
No, I'm not, bro. I'm not saying Shaq was the best big man or nothing. I'm talking about the dominance and presence in the in the middle. Shaq had the presence.
I'll give you 3 years. I give you 3 years. Shaq probably played his best, which was 2000 to 03. Outside of that, David Robinson had at least 5 or 6 years where he played at a way higher level than Shaq. That's just facts.
Listen, I'm gonna give you 2 years. 2095, Dad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shaq's 2 best years.
Yep, 95 he was balling. Other than that, his career was overrated. Like, I don't get where did Shaq love come from. I guess
and you in Florida too, HD. You in Florida too?
Allen and Duncan. But overall game, Shaq used to get in the big game. Shaq came up small. Karl Malone used to give him the business. Wait. I can't
let you do that. I can't let you do that. In those championships, in the Laker championships that they won, who was the leading scorer in those championships?
Shaq was.
I mean, Shaq
was. Wait. One more thing.
That's not about stop, bro. It's about overall game. It's not when did he score those points mostly? He didn't score in the clutch like that. Shaq used to come up small in the clutch a lot. That's why they used to bench Shaq. They used to bench Shaq at the end of games. What great player?
Because of Hack-a-Shaq.
Robinson wasn't benched at the end of the game.
And how did Shaq even score?
Was benched at the end of games because he can't shoot.
Shaq used to
because he can't hit free throws. Because he can't hit free throws.
To get an easy rep or a dunk, and the referee would always swallow the
not only that, he was a weak
Exactly. Shaq would be on the bench in the fourth quarter, and Kobe would have to deliver it.
Bro, I'm not. Bro, what you're trying to do is you're talking about a narrative that I'm not arguing. I'm not saying he was the best, most dominant.
I'm just saying.
No. I'm saying I feel you. But what I'm saying is you can't knock his dominance and his presence in the middle in games in which they won championships. You just can't. The numbers count for themselves.
I wouldn't say
it's just double figure rebound, double figure scoring. If Kobe didn't grow up when he did, Shaq would have went ringless until he got to Miami.
Bro, Kobe almost cost him 2 rings, bro, shooting the ball like he was. The motherfucker was horrible in the finals. Are you smoking right now?
When?
I think Kobe almost cost him 2 rings.
No, Kobe didn't cost him nothing. Kobe was dominant. He was
against the Celtics. Oh my God. Against the Celtics, the first one against the Celtics. Oh my God. You know what? I ain't gonna go there. I'm talking about those 3 rings. We can go to the 3 rings. We can go to the 3 rings. We can go to the 3 rings with Kobe and Shaq, and then we can go to the other 2 rings with Pau Gasol and Trevor Ariza that really helped get those 2 rings for Kobe. But y'all can do whatever narrative y'all want. That's the one I'm going with.
Let's stick to what we were talking about, Shaq and Kobe. Now, when hold on. Now, in that Pacers series, and this is what HD was just talking about. Well, we all
don't be looking confused, bro. You know what I'm talking about.
Listen.
No, I ain't looking up nothing because you're lying. Pau Gasol and Ariza wasn't the reason they won. It was because of Kobe. Pau Gasol contributed, and Ariza's defense got better because remember against the Celtics, Pau Gasol and Ariza went missing in action. Kobe was keeping
in Game 7. Is that you mean in Game 7? You mean in Game 7?
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Hold on. No, don't do that. Let's talk about 08. Since you want to say they did. What happened to Ariza and Pau Gasol in 08? I'll wait.
They disappeared. In the whole hold on. In the whole finals or in a particular game?
HD.
What are you talking about? In the whole finals or particular game?
The
whole series?
By Ray Allen and Paul Pierce.
And I'm a Laker fan. I saw that entire
what are we talking about? Now, let's go to the Orlando series.
No. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying that they didn't. I'm saying the ones that they won. If you go to the ones that they won, and you look at the shooting percentages, look at the shooting percentages.
I don't go by shooting percentages. I'm not a nerd.
I do.
Watch the game.
I watch the game too.
Don't mean nothing. What are we talking about? Look, shooting percentages were made to show you where a player is more effective at. If you have a 55 percentile from the field, that means you're mainly close to the basket or the mid-range. Now, if you have a 40, high 40 to mid to low 40, that means you
actually shot more jump shots.
3 or higher. That's what that means.
No, what it shows is how many shots you're taking to how. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about how many shots you're taking to how much you're making. If you're missing more than 13 to 15 shots a game,
let me ask you this question.
If you're missing,
who you guarding?
If you're missing 13,
Trevor Ariza or Kobe Bryant? Who you guarding? Who you gonna leave open?
You're going to
leave Kobe or Trevor open. Who you gonna leave open?
Bro, that's not what I'm saying, bro. We already know the answer to that. Okay, we already know the answer to that, HD. We know the answer to that. Now you're asking a question that's just irrational question. We know the answer to that. What I'm trying to say is now you're being irrational, okay? We know the answer to that question. You're guarding Kobe at any fucking moment in any time of your life. Okay? We know this already, okay? That's just common sense, bro. Okay. But what I'm saying was Kobe. No, this is what I'm saying. Kobe can shoot you out of a game. Just like he can shoot you in a game, he can shoot you out of a game. And a lot of games he was shooting them out of games when others
not most of the time. No, he didn't shoot them out of games.
In the finals with Shaq, in the finals with Shaq, those 3 finals with Shaq, he was nervous. He even said it when they was going through his little Mamba shit or whatever, his little reality show he had.
In the series against the Pacers. Hold on. In the series against the Pacers, Kobe Bryant saved them in the 4th quarter and the overtime when Shaq did what?
Fouled out.
Thank you very much. When he fouled out.
You just named one game, bro. You named one.
And then
that's for the series.
Hold on, T. Game 3, when Kobe sat out, how much did they lose by? They got blown out. You know why? Because they didn't have Kobe's defense. See, y'all focus on Kobe's offense. Kobe's defense was the reason they won those 3 chips.
Kobe's defense on Reggie Miller is very essential.
That's why I set up the question. Now that's why I set up the question, sir. That's what I wanted to hear. Because we're talking about his offense, right? We were talking about his offense, right? The whole time. But AD said that's why I set up the question. That's why I set up the question. Because it wasn't about his shooting. It wasn't about his shooting why they won. It was about his defense is why they won. Everybody else was hitting shots.
Kobe's defense. He was hitting shots. Did he have times where he was missing? No. Yes, because Kobe is a volume scorer. He's a volume shooter. He's not a guy.
Rick Fox, Robert Horry, they were hitting shots.
Robert Horry hit some shots late. Yeah,
Fisher
was
killing them.
Dude, Fisher was killing most of the game. Fisher and Horry had some flashes in the pan at the end of the game. But for the majority of the game,
not flashes in the pan.
Kobe was hitting the big shots. He was making the plays, getting the ball to Shaq. He was running the offense to perfection.
So Kobe didn't also. So Kobe didn't also. So if it wasn't for Big Shot,
my point is that you can't rely on Shaq down the stretch.
Did Kobe almost shoot him out of the Sacramento series? If it wasn't for that shot, Big Shot by.
Sacramento was winning because Sacramento had a deep team. The refs really helped the Lakers because the Lakers should have lost that series. Shaq was getting pushed around by Chris Webber and Velati. Shaq was in foul trouble as well, so it wasn't just Kobe. Kobe was keeping them in the game a lot of times. Before Horry hit that shot, what happened? Kobe was hitting those big shots to get him back in the game. Horry sealed the deal when the ball was tipped to him, but before that, Kobe was going on a run in the 4th quarter. That's what I'm saying. That's what he does.
And you're forgetting like the key parts of that game. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what I'm trying to say. You can't rely on Shaq down the stretch because A, he either fouls out, or B, he can't hit his damn free throws when he's
to save his life.
Under the basket. You can't rely on him down the stretch. In that game 6 against Sacramento, he missed like 4 free throws. They went to Hack-a-Shaq. He missed like 4 free throws in a row.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He missed like 4 free throws in a row.
Yeah.
He was in foul trouble. And he was in foul trouble. Down the stretch, they're relying on Kobe down the stretch. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It was the same thing in Orlando. in Orlando. You know what I'm saying? Shaq can't hit his free throws.
And he was balling down.
Shaq can't fucking stay in the game. So
Hey, my bad, Jose. Wait, hold on. Hey, Jose was trying to say something. Go ahead, Jose. My bad.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jose.
Let's go back to the Detroit series. All right. Yeah. If Shaq is in shape, does Detroit get that ring? No.
Yes. Listen, that 0-14 was a stop.
Point. You got a good point.
I'm sorry.
Look, that Pistons team was great. Like we can't take them out of Pistons. I said before the season. I said if the Pistons get somebody that can stretch the floor at that 4 position, I told them they could win. And when they got Rasheed Wallace, I told them right then and there. I didn't care about that Lakers team.
I already knew that. Rasheed was a beast.
And they won.
Him and Bill Wallace down there. Him and Bill Wallace in the middle was too much. It was too much in the middle.
It was the same thing with Rodman. Like with Bill Wallace, he could check Shaq straight up, no help. You know what I'm saying? Which allowed the defense to collapse. Which allowed the defense to collapse on Kobe, and that's why Kobe had the worst series, the final series he probably ever had.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we was able to focus all the defense.
You had Wallace, you had Rasheed.
Why can we clown Shaq about having a bad game, but we can't clown Kobe about it? Like, so bad.
That was a deep pistol.
Yeah, Kobe.
I talk about it all the time. We whooped that ass. The Pistons whooped that ass.
I brought up the narrative that Kobe was serious. Y'all told me no.
We never said that. We never said that he didn't have a bad shoot. Kobe's had nights where he shot bad. But people act like Michael Jordan had bad nights before, or Bird, or anybody. It's that everybody over glorifies.
I hate Michael Jordan. I hate Michael Jordan. I hate him, but I never see Michael Jordan have a bad night. I hate Michael Jordan with all. Bro, AD. I hate Michael Jordan. I've never seen Michael Jordan have a bad night.
Right, exactly.
I've seen Michael Jordan. I've seen Michael Jordan have like 1 or 2 bad shooting nights, and I was born back then, bro. I hated this guy because I'm a Magic Johnson fan. Right, bro? I've never seen Michael Jordan have a bad night, bro. It was like honestly, it was like watching an alien, bro. I'm gonna tell you, actually watching this nigga, actually watching him personally, I've never seen him have a bad night, bro. I promise you, it was like watching an alien, bro. It was like watching an alien, bro.
You didn't watch
Maybe two in his whole career, bro. I hated this guy. I hated this guy. I used to watch the Knicks. I used to like, bro. What are you talking about, bro? I love the Knicks, bro. I used to love the Knicks and Patrick Ewing. I used to love the Knicks and Patrick Ewing, bro. I used to see Jordan have a couple.
I've seen Jordan stinkers, but see, here's the thing about Mike, which is probably why you remember it like you do. But like Mike would have a really off night, and then the next night he would come out and drop 45 and shit. That's just the kind of
how he was. But what I'm saying is, how often would that ever happen in Michael Jordan? No, I get it. How often did it ever happen in Michael Jordan?
I know what he's saying.
This dude was different. All I'm trying to say is he was down, bro. You're arguing a viewpoint, my nigga. What I'm trying to tell y'all is that it was just different with him, okay? I'm not trying to say that. What I'm trying to say is, I get what y'all saying. What I'm saying is, if you've ever watched him, did you watch him?
He was flashy and he had the tongue out and the gun.
I didn't like watching him.
I think that wiped y'all memory away.
No, bro. Oh my goodness. Bro, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you from somebody that watched him growing up. AD, I'm talking about No. Not everybody watched him growing up. Some people watched him on the videotapes, nigga, on their Arab theater. Not all of us in here are old enough to see personally watching, bro. That's what I'm saying. Not all of us are personally old enough to have watched Jordan in action, bro.
Hold on, I watched him play in the 80s.
I watched him play in the 80s, bro. Me too. I watched him play in the 80s.
He had bad games all the time, man.
So I remember when Jordan was just Michael Jordan. And when he was the heir apparent, and when it changed in '91, when they made that fucking Jordan rule where you couldn't touch him after he kept losing to the Pistons because they kept whooping his ass every goddamn game. But as far as that, but even as far as that, even with those games, he would go out there and murder and put his body on the line 32, 35, 40. I've never seen Jordan like these new players. I've never seen him have like it was weird watching. It was like watching an alien almost, and I hated watching him because he's beating teams that I love. He's beating my Knicks.
A lot of times you know what he used to do,
killing John.
But you know what he used to do that players don't do now is that when he's having a bad shooting night, he takes it to the rack. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. It was a different animal. It was just a different animal.
But Kobe did the same thing. When Kobe was having an off night, guess what? He's going to shoot 25 free throws for the night. You know what I'm saying? Please believe me.
But now you can get 25. No. What I'm saying is now you can get 25 free throws because you can touch a dude and that's a foul. What I'm saying is back in the day when Jordan used to have to go to the lane, there was no touching. You had to knock Jordan on his ass before the Jordan rule came, and that was for like 3 years before they even made the Jordan rule. So because of Jordan, now you just get those little LeBron touch, ow, foul at 6'8", 290. Who is really gonna knock you over, LeBron? Stop it with the LeBron touch.
Oh, that's the different. This is the different types of generation.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. These little touchy fouls now is killing me. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It was just a different breed watching them than it is now. That's what I'm saying.
But you got to understand, they changed the league because they need these European players. They need the white player in the league.
What do you mean? European league ball hard
in there. That's why they
really the European league ball hard.
No. You're missing.
They're more physical in the European league.
No. The European.
They're more physical.
The European league is physical.
European is not physical.
But the European league is not physical.
Not like it used to be. Like in the league.
So why y'all think they pushed Ben Simmons?
Because he would Clutch Sports. Who owns Clutch Sports?
Yeah, who does LeBron James? He runs the NBA right now. LeBron James runs the NBA right now.
He runs the NBA. So Ben Simmons is going to get
him and Adam Silver. Him and Adam Silver are like best. Him and Adam Silver probably call each other all the time. They probably discuss like players going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? He owns half the league and half the players in the league. He owns some of the best players in the league.
But I don't think Ben Simmons that good.
What's going on, my guy? I'm like, what's going on? Do you got
the access like that, man? Adam Silver Slipper got him a new boo. He got a new boo.
Yeah. He got a new boo.
But Ben Simmons get pushed because he's with Clutch Sports, and you know they that's what they're gonna push.
And they paid him all that damn money.
Exactly.
But they say he one shot. But they be saying he one shot away from being the next LeBron James. But LeBron James not that good. He's not that good.
LeBron James ain't even one shot away from being LeBron James. Shit.
That's crazy. How you next to LeBron?
He still can't hit 2 free throws in a row.
Shit, crazy, man.
Man, still can't hit 2 free throws in a row.
You hit a consistent jump.
How you close to being the next LeBron James and you're not even that good? I don't understand that.
Because that's the narrative that they're trying to push.
Because they've been promoting him since he was a kid, since he was in high school.
Yeah,
bro.
He was the next Jordan.
Because every time I used to
face of the NBA.
Sports Illustrated, he was on it. The next coming, the king is here.
Larry Cook and Carmelo Anthony was better. Larry Cook and Carmelo Anthony was better. Younger. When they were younger, Larry Cook and Carmelo Anthony were better.
I ain't gonna lie. Ben Simmons was a dog.
Carmelo Anthony was better.
He's always
the rookie year, Carmelo Anthony and Dwayne Wade were better.
If you put Melo on those teams, the Miami Heat team, they don't lose those games.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. At the end of the game.
It's a wrap.
Because you can put him. Because you can put.
Melo would thrive in that. You can.
Yes,
man. You can put Melo in the blocks. You can come out with screens.
Melo would have dropped the quick 25 or 30.
I think they forget about the old. I think they forget about the Denver Carmelo.
So y'all think Ben Simmons trash?
Yes.
Y'all think Ben Simmons trash?
No, I don't believe no black man in trash.
I believe
no black man in trash.
It's toilet water. Yes.
Damn, bro. I'm trying to, we're trying to get black men. We're trying to uplift black men. Man, you say toilet water? Toilet water?
Man, y'all
He's
ain't
not a
got
black
no
man. He
filter,
is an
man.
Australian. He is not from my block or from where I'm from.
Dog, they roasted him
He
on
is
his
an Australian.
humanitarian award the other day,
he's an Australian.
Yes, he's an Australian. He's not from
not from my block.
He's not from the Bay Area, the Tampa Bay
kangaroo jackass nigga.
He's a kangaroo jack.
Man, y'all ain't got no filter.
Crocodile Dundee ass mother. Crocodile Dundee ass mother.
Crocodile Dundee ass nigga.
Right.
See, they don't like LeBron. See, the nigga I really don't like is Ben. That nigga.
What up? I just don't like the LeBron because they overhyped him coming in. Like they gave him all the keys, just like they did Jordan. I just don't like the narrative.
I'll take LeBron over Ben Simmons any day. Any day.
I'm gonna be honest, man.
Hey, bro. I told you it wasn't over, didn't I? I told you. It was gonna be 2-2. I told you they not finna let Giannis go down like that. Nah, that's their baby.
Nah, they gotta get their money.
See, I have
Shit,
can go either way. Now this can go either way. Now, this might go 07 though.
He got the right name.
They gotta make their money
for them damn 3 turnovers you had in the last.
I think they want Milwaukee to win, though.
Salute, brother. Salute, man.
Milwaukee to win this.
Salute, B.
And I want Milwaukee to win because Chris Paul, man. No, man. No.
Dude, Chris Paul gotta get in, bro. What do you mean? He's the face of the league, man.
Bro,
what do you mean?
I don't want that Chris Paul shit to happen.
Bro, he's the player.
I'd rather just Giannis get the ring. I'd rather Giannis get
horrible tonight.
Bro. Me too.
He did,
but Chris Paul is the face of the league as far as the players go. They're gonna give it to him. They gotta give it to him.
They should have let Pat Bev hit him in his mouth.
Somebody gonna sock Pat better in his mouth. That's what's gonna happen, that boy.
They can try.
Somebody gonna knock that nigga out.
It's not gonna be successful.
Pat Bev should have took his Zimbabwe roots and hit him right in the mouth.
That nigga said it's Zimbabwe roots.
Somebody gonna knock Pat Bev out.
That nigga was like,
oh man.
What y'all think Kawhi gonna do next year? What y'all think Kawhi gonna do next year?
Stay with the Clippers.
I think he's gonna go to Miami too.
Miami.
Butler was his first pick.
I keep hearing Miami because I hear he's very pissed off at the Clippers.
He's staying in
he's pissed off, but
he's not going nowhere. The rest of the team might go.
Close.
Like, go. Oh, George might be out of there, but
I'm gonna tell y'all now.
His hometown, dog.
Nah, I think Kawhi's from what I'm hearing, he's not. I think he's gonna stay, but I won't be shocked if he go.
If you go to the Lakers,
be shocked.
With LeBron?
He ain't going to the Lakers. You got a Bleacher Report. That was on Bleacher Report. I seen that too. That ain't happening.
They've been saying it. They've been talking about it on ESPN and everything. Bro, they be talking about it all over ESPN and everything, bro.
Bleacher Report and ESPN bring that shit up every year. What happened?
Every day. I will say this. Skip Bayless was on. He was on the money with this one. Skip Bayless been saying this. Skip Bayless been saying it from day one. He been saying it. That Kawhi had a tear. He been saying it.
Well, we knew it already. We saw it when it happened.
No, but we knew it. But the people that don't watch, the people that don't really watch like that.
Remember, they tried to say he had a sprained knee. Remember, they kept telling him he had a sprained knee.
I remember that.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, man.
Hey, it's the same. It's the same.
Skip Bayless
gets no scenario. It's the same scenario with the Spurs. They told him you got a sprained knee, and come to find out when he went to his doctor, he's got a tear. So you know what I mean? It's the same scenario.
But I'm not going to believe the story. But I'm not going to believe the story that you're going to blame the Clippers organization doctor that you don't like him Come on now, this dude's a billionaire. You don't think he wouldn't got the best doctor that money can buy
to
be, you know what I mean, to be in his organization?
That doesn't mean anything.
Come on, bro. It can't always be the doctor.
I think they knew it was a terror.
Hey, I didn't say. I'm just telling you what was reported.
I think they knew it was a terror.
I got shit to do with no. I'm just telling you.
No, I think Kawhi does that because he doesn't want to hurt his money. He knows if he comes out and just says, you know what, I have a fucked up knee, it's going to hurt his money. So he has to blame it on everybody else. He has to blame it on everybody else, so his knee, so he can get his money, bro. So he can get his $102 million contract.
He already got better knees from the jump.
On top of that, the Clippers didn't even know he was having surgery till today.
Nope.
They didn't even know.
They didn't know nothing, bro. He don't tell nobody nothing. He's his own agent. Remember, him and his mom is his agent,
him and his uncle.
Why does he have to run the bottom?
So they don't have to tell nobody nothing.
Season is over with.
No, he's not, because he's still on their roster. Kawhi has not opted out, so he's still on a roster, so he has to.
And then you gotta, then KC, this is another thing too why he's not going to opt out. This is another thing why he's not going to opt out, because nobody can pay more than what the Clippers are going to offer him.
The Heat can. The Heat can.
You got to read it. He can't match what the Clippers can offer him.
The Clippers is at their mercy. This is the farthest they ever made.
I don't think
Tell him, fam. Tell him what I read. Tell him what I read.
I don't think he's gonna go nowhere though, man.
No,
I won't be shocked. Yeah, I don't think he's going.
I don't know why he would.
No,
I think he would stay in his legacy if he did.
The Clippers lost. They ain't gonna see another. They ain't gonna see the playoffs for a while. If he going,
bro. If he goes somewhere else, I think it's gonna hurt his legacy.
Miami.
He ain't going to the Lakers. They keep trying to push that shit. It was either him or Steph.
I don't know why they do that.
Pushing Steph.
I think he'll go to Golden State, but he'll go to Sacramento before he go to LA. To the
Lakers. Every year they push a top 5 player to LeBron. Every year they try to push that narrative.
They just push LeBron.
We need 3 top 5 players.
LeBron for sure going to be in the Lakers now. Like, dog.
Remember they try to push Giannis to LeBron. Remember they
last year
all the time, bro. They're always trying to push it to LeBron, homie.
And Giannis gave the classic answer. Y'all can come play with me.
And see, LA don't have no cap space.
He's going over there.
They don't have no cap space. They don't have no first round picks to give to nobody.
Jimmy Butler. Yeah,
you know him and Jimmy are real close. Yeah, they like.
That's what I said earlier. They close, so that's the only reason why.
He's still not gonna go to Miami.
He's staying.
No. But your boy at the bottom, of the screen, he said he heard something about nobody has enough trading power. Well, what'd you say, bro? I forgot what you said earlier.
I said the Clippers can offer him the most money. That's what I was saying.
So Miami can't match that with signing Trey.
No, this is what I read, man.
I thought they had enough money for another player.
They won't. Miami won't have to match it if they do a sign and trade. If they do a sign and trade,
but see, here's the thing, KC. He will make. They were saying that he will make more money if he signed with the Clippers.
That's what I'm saying.
He will make more money.
But you know how you won't. But you know how you won't make more money with the Clippers? Because Florida has no state tax. Florida has no state tax. California has the highest state tax. New York and California have the highest state tax.
So you got to remember this. You got to also remember this. Remember, he's coming. This going to be his 10th year in the league, so he can get the super max, which is 35% of their salary, bro.
Right. That's true. That's true. But after taxes, right? After taxes and state fees,
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I understand.
You know what I'm saying? So why not go? Why not go and keep most of your money? You know what I'm saying?
It ain't about the money for Kawhi. For Kawhi, he could have got paid the most staying in Toronto 2 years ago.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you know the tax? But you know the tax in Toronto? Do you know how much they tax you in Toronto?
No, Toronto,
man, y'all ain't thinking about it, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Y'all not thinking about everything around. Like, bro, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Toronto's high.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Toronto taxes are high. Canada taxes are high.
I figured
Canada taxes is high.
Are they high?
No, because you get free healthcare too up there. Remember you get all that free healthcare? Remember you get all that free healthcare up there. So they're gonna tax you for that.
Yeah, you're right, bro. You sure right.
If I'm right, I want.
So if you're gonna play for a team, why would you play for either a team that you love or a team where you're making money back?
From where you from, he knows California, bro. He ain't going nowhere, bro.
I want you to show me.
That's why I thought he would stay. But
this is Toronto, though.
So if he stays,
where
else is he gonna go?
With U.S. dollar, not Canadian dollar. They get paid with the U.S.
They
dollar.
got to do something to stop Brooklyn.
No. It's different because you're within a U.S. business. You're within a U.S. corporation. So it's different on how you have to pay your tax. You have to pay that tax like it's a state tax.
Yes, so it wouldn't hurt him as much because the U.S. dollar is more than the Canadian dollar.
If you're right, I just don't see him going to Miami because he's a Cali dude.
Might be a little bit right about
and Cali dudes love Cali, and he's
I love Cali.
Hey, bro. Hey, I'm from Cali, bro. I'm from San Diego, bro. One of the best cities to live, bro. I'm here right now, and I'm about to move to Florida. Hold on. I got my own business, own everything, bro. I'm about to move to Florida, over there by either Orlando or somewhere by there, just because it's cheaper, and I can own my own land over there. You can't own your own land in California, and the state tax is so bad that it's just running people, even middle class people like me, it's running us out of the state, bro.
Wow,
out of the state, bro.
Hey, bro, how come,
we can't survive here, bro.
How come they won't let y'all own your own land out there?
Because the government bought it up. The federal government buys up lands all over the United States, and different plots of lands you don't even know. You'll go to somewhere in Montana, and you'll be like, "Damn, this is a nice little plot of land I could probably buy and live on." No, the federal government owns that land.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now Texas, and Florida are only, I think, some of the two states where you can own. Baby. And I used to live in Texas. I used to live in Killeen. Texas. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I used to live in Dallas. You know what I mean? So I know about Texas too.
Yes,
so those are the only two places where you can buy your land, own your land, and the government can't come there and just take your shit from up under you.
I think Georgia and
not even the state. Not even the state.
I mean,
not even the state.
You thinking it like that too? Like, why can he buy land anywhere he wants to? But he want to play. He want to be at the crib, dog. That was the whole point of him coming to the
with
Clippers.
everything. So I'm thinking he gonna
stay. And that's what I'm saying. So, but you guys said it earlier. He hates the Clippers, right? So where's only two teams that you can go in California? The Warriors and the Lakers. I mean, okay. Somebody said earlier that he's real pissed off at the Clippers.
No, he's pissed off at the training staff.
Yeah,
he's not mad. I know what Mr. KC was saying. He's mad at the training staff. That doesn't mean he's mad at the Clippers. He's not mad at the organization. He's mad at the training staff for how they handled his injury. That's it.
Hey, but that's the same thing he said about. But that's the same thing he said in San Antonio. That's the same thing he said in San Antonio.
Hold up.
You gotta understand where the breakdown came.
In San Antonio, Popovich sent Tony Parker and them in there to try to rush him back to play. He said that
I know what happened.
Yeah. So Popovich basically messed that up. Kawhi,
we didn't have Popovich always fucking something up. We know.
The problem was Greg Popovich and Tony Parker and Ginobili and them were trying to say that his knee wasn't hurt as it was, and it was hurt like that.
So but what you got, but AG, but what you're not saying is, but the one thing you're not saying is Kawhi is the one that's telling people that his knee is not as bad as they're trying to think that it is. So he's not really telling people how bad his knee is because he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to indulge all of that. He can tell you, oh, my knee is just a little hurt. He can say, oh, I don't know how really bad my knee is. Dude, you're a professional athlete. You know how bad your knee is, bro. Quit playing with me. Only you know how bad your body is.
I think he's telling them how bad their knee is.
No. Taking it seriously.
You really think he's messing with money that much to tell somebody the truth?
Greg Popovich didn't take it seriously.
That was the problem in San Antonio. Right. He told him his knee didn't feel right. They were telling him, well, we don't see anything in the x-rays. We don't see anything like you should be okay. He's telling them, no, I'm not feeling this. My knee don't feel right. You know what I'm saying?
No, I totally understand that, but he knew that coming out of college.
Let me finish. And then the organization put pressure on Pop and Tony Parker to go and speak to him behind, and then they had a team meeting, and then they spoke to him about it, talking about the team thinks you should play. So they tried to put pressure on him and use the players to put pressure on him to play when his knee didn't feel right. So that's where the breakdown came from with the San Antonio Spurs.
I remember all that. But wasn't that after like so many odd games that he had missed? Wasn't that like after like 20 games that he had missed and nobody knew what was going on with his knee?
It didn't matter. He said his knee didn't feel right. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is,
Kawhi never
if you don't tell nobody,
story, he told him, my knee do not feel right. That's what he kept saying.
You know what San Antonio did? Then they was writing puff pieces on him and all that stuff, disrespecting him.
That's why. You
don't remember like when the media was bashing him for like those 2 weeks?
Yeah, they was bashing the shit out of him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he fell out with San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? So these are two different situations.
No, I know why he fell out with him, but it's a knee situation. His knee has been like that since college, since San Diego State. He played here. Yeah. So I remember Kawhi Leonard. He played for us, okay? And he had a bad knee. He had a bad knee in the NCAA tournament, okay? And we all knew that. Even Dick Vitale was on the fucking thing talking about it. Okay, so we knew he had a bad knee. Now, if you know you have a bad knee like that, and you're going into contracts for hundreds of millions of dollars, you're going to actually divulge how bad your knee really is.
Facts.
If they say they don't see nothing, if they tell you that they don't see nothing in the X-rays or nothing, but you know it's more severe because you feel the pain. You know how more severe it is.
Facts.
And you said you got a second opinion from elsewhere, other doctors. So you know what it really is. You're gonna really sit there and tell them, "Oh yeah, my knee's just so bummed out, bro. You don't want to spend $120 million on me, and I can only play."
No, but that's not what happened though. That's not what happened though. Like I said, what happened was
I'm talking about with the Clippers.
Well, I don't know.
Because nobody still knows. Do you know about this dude's injury? Do you know Kawhi has the most mysterious injury that anybody's ever known? Because nobody knows what his fucking injury really is. He keeps it so private. Nobody knows what his injury is.
I will tell you this, bro. He is the first player in NBA history I've ever heard that his stuff is so secretive that nobody knows. You know what I mean?
Thank you. This is what I'm trying to say the whole time. Nobody knows a secret about a knee injury.
I've never heard.
Are you serious?
I've never heard of that.
We all have different. We're all talking here, right?
Like the Clippers is at his mercy.
That's what I'm saying, because they don't have to divulge. Because why would you divulge that information when you're doing $100 million contracts?
I mean, but this year they said he has a tear. You know what I'm saying? He has an ACL tear.
The only reason they know is because he went and had the surgery.
Right.
That's the only reason they know.
Yeah, that's the only reason why they know now.
Yeah, but he's done with the Clippers though.
No, he's not.
No. He's staying in LA.
I think he resigned back with him.
I think he's gonna stay.
He might go to the Warriors. He might fucking around go to the Warriors.
I can't wait till this final. I can't wait till free agency so we could just be like.
I mean, think about this. If push come to shove, Ballmer he'll just replace the medical staff. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Listen, but that's what I said from the beginning. But you don't think Ballmer brought in the best medical staff, being a billionaire that he is? You think knowing that he has Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, he didn't bring in the best medical staff?
The Lakers had billionaires and they didn't have a good training staff. Kobe had to go somewhere else to get this shit looked at.
Do you know who was running that team? It was the little brother. It was the little bus brother. He wasn't even a fucking owner, bro. He was a cocaine.
But dude, it's not just them. It's plenty of teams. It's plenty of billionaires. Yeah, they got the money, but sometimes
some of them cheap as hell. Some of them cheap as hell.
Do you see how many owners do you see? How many owners do you see on the sideline like that, bro? Besides Mark Cuban. How many owners do you see cheering like he does for his team? Does that seem like a dude that's trying to put money into his team? Does that seem?
All right, Jose.
All right, Jose.
All right, bro. All right, Jose. Does that seem like somebody's not gonna put the money into their team?
Come next
Hey,
season,
let
the
me.
Lakers gonna be the
But
Lakers
this is
gonna
what
be
I'm
the team to beat.
saying. You not
Hey, let me
not
ask y'all
wrong in what
something.
you're saying, but just because they're millionaires don't mean that they buy the right type of medical staff. There's teams who, yeah, they got billionaire owners, but their medical staff is like a F because they're getting the cheapest price they can get because that's how you keep
Yeah,
your
that's because the
money.
owners. That's because all the
Because
other
they
owners
got
just
the
want to get paid.
cheapest
But this dude
insurance.
actually cares.
But
This dude
that's
cares,
I don't.
though. Is
I
what I'm
think
saying.
he's
Because you
saying
see
like,
what the
oh,
Lakers
he's
did.
just different.
You
He's
see
just
they
different.
fired. You
Why?
see they
You think
fired
he
they
said
Hey,
because
Carcino,
his
this the
Carcino,
third
do you
one.
his
think? Do
salacious
you think that?
personality?
Do you think that's? Do you think that this Clippers owner is a different kind of owner than all the other owners that just want to get the money and go? All the
He
other
want that
billionaires
Larry
that just
OB.
want to get
That's
their
what
money
I
out of
know
it.
he want. He want that Larry OB, like he said from the start.
That Larry
This
O.
guy,
So
he's the
He's a
richest
different type of
owner
owner
of
though.
anybody in the league. He's the richest owner
Huh?
of
Yeah.
anybody in the league. He's the richest owner. See, most of the people who own the Lakers, those are the majority owners. They
How you
have
doing?
stock. People that own stock in
You
the
didn't get
company
in?
that have, like for the
That's
Lakers.
fine, brother. I understand. Oh,
Jimmy
I was dropping my
Butler
key.
owns the Lakers. Pull out. She owns a large chunk of it, and she has a voting stock. But there's other investors that own stock in
Private
the company.
investors. Yeah.
Baller owns
He's
the
his own
whole
investor.
damn thing.
He owns the whole
Yep.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
he
what I've been
owns
trying
the
to tell
whole
y'all. Wait,
thing.
hold
That's
on.
it.
Why would Carcino say, y'all listen? Damn it, I said that already. Shit.
Yeah.
everybody knows because he Microsoft, dude.
Nah.
Man, Carcino said it though. It's out there, huh?
What HD was saying that you got owners that try to cut. They try to cut from having the best facilities.
Right. They try
Medical
to
facilities. That's all he was saying.
He don't need to. He overpaid and made everybody
Thank
else
you.
reevaluations
Thank
go
you.
higher,
Thank you.
overinflated by him
Yeah,
overpaying for
but
the
It's just like Paul Brown. It's just like Paul
that's
Brown for
cool.
the Kansas City
But
Bengals.
dudes,
He's
yeah,
a cheap
exactly.
billionaire.
These billionaires are still
What?
cheap. I mean, they still want to say they
No,
money and make money, but like I said,
I
that
know,
don't
but
mean
what
they
Carcino's
pick
saying
their
is
staff. That don't mean they
no.
pick the medical staffs. I mean,
Hey,
they
let me
No.
ask y'all a
No. I'm not
The
saying that he did. What I'm
Spurs have
saying
one
is,
of the best medical
do you think that
staff in
do
the
you think
league.
that he wouldn't? The Spurs have the worst medical staff in the league. We know
look.
that because they don't care about that.
The Spurs have one of
Oh,
the
see, he said Spurs have one of the best.
No, the
let
Spurs,
me
the
ask
Spurs and the
y'all a
Lakers
question.
have one of the best.
the
Hey, let
Spurs
me
have
So
ask
then, what
y'all
are
a
we talking
question.
about earlier then? So what was y'all talking about earlier then?
But that's what I'm saying. That don't
I don't
mean
know
nothing.
what
They're pro
anybody was talking about.
company.
The Spurs had one of the
No, I'm talking about HD. No, I'm talking about HD earlier. They were earlier when I was talking about San Antonio. What happened with the medical staff here?
And I
They were trying to
told
say,
you what
"Oh, it's because
happened.
people don't put it to their
It
medical
was
staff." And I
Popovich. It
said, "Well, I
wasn't
don't
Greg
believe that."
Dog.
Popovich.
The
yeah,
Spurs
Okay,
and the Lakers
I
have one.
said
Oh
have a
no,
good
we know that.
medical
I
staff,
know,
but they're
we know
still
that.
for
But
the
I'm talking about the knee
company.
situation. I
They're
know, but we
still
talking about
for
the knee
the
situation.
company, dog. They're not for
Hey,
your best interest. They're for the best interest of the team. It's not
let me
okay,
about
ask
all
y'all.
right. Well, let me say this
No,
so we can get it. So, all right, but let me
Hold
say
on.
this.
Go ahead,
do is
Carcino. Go
they
ahead,
pretty
Carcino.
much
All right, let me say this
manipulate
clearly
the
so we
medical
can have
staff.
Go ahead,
a clear
Carcino.
picture. All right, here's the thing. Kawhi Leonard, when he was at the San Antonio Spurs and his knee was hurt, and they told him, they cleared him, the x-rays, everything came back, and he said, like, well, you should be cleared to play, like to start practice and everything. And he tried to play, and he's like, I can't. Like, my knee is still bothering me. Something's wrong. So when you feeling the pain, they was like, he's just sore. They put him on medication. He took the medication for the 2 weeks. And after the 2 weeks, he was off the medication, and then the pain was still there. And he said, "No, something's wrong," And before he went through surgery, and they showing him the chart, and they said, "Look, we did a scope, we looked at the MRIs, we did all these things to your leg." He's like, "It's just soreness. You just got to play through it, and it should recover." But he's like, "There's no structural damage here." So it was hard to tell. What he has is a condition that he's basically probably was born with, which leads to arthritis in the joints. But that's hard to determine when you're in the medical staff. Even though they have a great medical staff, you have to go to a series of specialists, to people who specialize in what you really had going on. But they couldn't dictate what's going on. The medical staff, they're not trained for that. You have to go to a special bone surgeon who studies blood work and everything else, you have to go to those guys. So when the Spurs doctor was clearing them, that was their job. Everything was checked off the box. So they're going off the medical report of the staff that's saying, hey, you're cleared to go. So, and he was like, I don't know. I didn't clear myself. I don't know why the Spurs would do that. So he started saying, so the team is thinking like, man, we got a real shot of making it here.
Right.
Exactly.
And everybody else had worse injuries. He's like, Ginobili had a worse injury. Tony whole playing career was over. He tore his quadricep.
Right.
Yep.
So he couldn't even play. And he had to come back and fall back. So they was telling Kawhi, they were like, we had way worse things than you. So it's just a little pain. Everybody plays through pain, man. We got a shot to really make it. And this is probably like one of my last shots. And that's what he's telling Kawhi, like, man, this is me and Ginobili, you're going to be the face of this team. This is like our last run. In the playoffs, we want to make a push to go all the way. Can you do that? And he's like, oh, man, they pushing me and they bullying me. And Pop set it up. Pop just gave them the room where they could go in there and talk to him. And maybe they can get him to, do it because Pop couldn't reach him. So after that, he lost trust in Pop, and he was out of there. Like, I'm out of here.
Now,
let me ask you a question. Thank you, for clearing that up, because earlier that's what I was saying, and everybody else was talking a whole different narrative. I was saying the same thing, same exact thing earlier. They was telling me no. I was trying to tell them it's not about no other narrative. It's a Kawhi Leonard fault. He doesn't want to tell people exactly what is wrong with his knee or exactly what is going on with himself. Only he knows. And he's not going to go in there and negotiate against himself. He's going to go in there and negotiate for his contract. So he's not going to tell them.
Hold up. You ain't getting away with that. Every player's like that. Every player has their best interest in how they feel. Just because
I know that, sir.
Tony Parker and Ginobili, that don't mean that injury may be tough for Kawhi. His injury may be tough for
your body.
And here's something
let me ask you. When did I disagree with you about that, HD?
Every player.
When did I disagree with you about that?
You did.
Okay, they don't have to divulge. It's
okay,
like
that's what I'm saying, sir.
They have to divulge their injuries to the press. But every team has to, every owner, every team, all the players have to be medically evaluated.
Thank you.
Me, the Clippers they know. The Clippers knew what was wrong with Kawhi the whole time when they were saying he got a sore knee. They were just saying that to the press. They knew 100% Kawhi
that he partially tore his ACL.
Right, that he partially tore his stuff. That's why they was letting him hide out with his family in the booth, and they wouldn't even let him be courtside. Right. And he only came courtside once, after a couple of weeks of that last game. He sat near courtside, but they knew he was done for the whole final. But they just don't want to tell everybody else so people stay tuning in watching the game.
Right.
Like Kawhi could come back at any day. That's the NBA. That's league. Right. They did that with LeBron. LeBron, when he tore his groin, I had to come out and tell everybody, no, he tore it. He ain't coming back in.
Yeah, he did.
Right. And you know what, Garcia? When my channel get big, maybe people listen to me like they listen to you. When my channel get big, before you even got on here, I'm saying all that shit, and then they was all arguing with me. HD too. I don't like your face either, HD no more. I don't like your face, brother.
Thank you. I'm glad
you're looking at me, brother. When you looking at me, brother, I don't like you no more, HD. I don't like you no more, HD.
I don't want to
be hella cool, man.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question.
Hey, hella cool, brother. Hella cool, man. But yeah, they were telling me earlier that, you know what I mean? And I was trying to tell them, man, I knew this already. I already researched this. Kawhi's been hurt since SDSU, since NCAA tournament. And I knew it was always something wrong with his knee his whole career. But nobody wants to say nothing because Kawhi, no doctors can tell him. They can't tell him because only he knows. And he's already said that he's went to other doctors. And he's already got a second and third opinion. So what do you know that nobody else knows, Kawhi? And why aren't you telling anybody? How do you have the most mysterious knee injury that anybody's ever heard of in the NBA history? We know about both of Dwayne Wade's knees.
Let me ask y'all something.
Yeah, but that's because Dwayne Wade is out there. Kawhi don't have social media. Kawhi don't have a social media account. He has he got commercials where he don't even talk.
Yeah, I know. He just do that dumbass laugh.
He does not divulge anything. So it's not him. I mean, most of these people, they tell you about their knee. Dwayne Wade will tell you about his damn knee, his elbow, anything else. That's how most of the information come out. That's why the press love them.
Kawhi.
But I was saying that Kawhi was holding his and not telling the actual information about his knee because of contractual contractual agreements. He want to make sure he get that bag first before he actually divulges.
The Clippers know. The Clippers know. They have the X. Yeah, you can't get injured in the NBA and not get an X-ray and MRI.
Yeah.
The team gotta have
No. I'm saying, but remember earlier you said that they did the MRI in San Antonio, but they couldn't really tell him exactly, and it looks normal, so he looked like he could play.
That was the San Antonio situation. I'm talking about that's different from here. In San Antonio, they couldn't tell he didn't have a tear. He didn't have anything wrong structurally with his knee. It was the problem is inside. It was so minute. It was so small you wouldn't be able to see it. He had to go to an specialist to find out that he has a certain medical condition with his knees that's mostly like arthritic. It's some type of medical condition, but this is how
it's somewhere he's born, where he's born with. So you saying that the Clippers knew about that part?
The NBA,
so you saying the Clippers knew about that part? The Clippers knew about that part?
Question, so you know.
Before they signed him?
Yeah, the Clippers know about it because the NBA know about it. That's why he was able to not play back to back.
Right.
And he wasn't.
So why are they so silent about it? Why are they so silent about it? Why are they so silent about this knee injury?
Kawhi don't feel like it's anybody. I'm talking
about the NBA. I'm talking about the NBA. Like, normally they be talking about people with knee injuries all day. But you don't hear SportsCenter really talking about his knee injury. None of that.
I feel like it's nobody's business.
If the team don't put it out, they're not good. They can't run with it.
Exactly.
They couldn't put it out because they didn't information wrong with it or nothing. They didn't even put it out. So
they can falsify information. They falsify information every day and don't get sued. So that's not it.
I'm saying they're not going to put a bullet in one of their top stars saying he got a knee injury and
that sounds more reasonable to me. That sounds more reasonable to me.
Yeah.
Do y'all think it's a situation where Kawhi knows, like, his knees are, like you said, he has a medical condition with his knees, okay? Do y'all think it's a situation where Kawhi knows no kind of surgery is going to help his knees? Like
there is one type of surgery. Did he ever consider stem cell research?
I think he knows.
Well, see, I thought Kawhi didn't like being cut on.
Here's the thing: the thing that he has now. He already had the surgery for. He had a small tear on his right knee on his ACL. It wasn't completely torn. It was a small tear.
It's a slight tear.
Right, it's a slight tear, so it was going to be discomfort. He probably could have played on it, but he would have risked tearing it completely.
Right.
So he decided to sit down, unlike Kevin Durant. So he went and had the surgery. Now it's done. So he's going to be out for basically probably the start of next season.
Probably about January, February.
January.
There's only one type of surgery that.
So why is he complaining about the Clippers? Why is he complaining about the Clippers medical staff here?
Well, that's what they're saying that he was complaining about because they said that it was soreness and all these things, but that's a lie.
He had a sprained kney. Yeah, that's what they kept telling him. You got a sprained knee.
The Clippers are telling the press he had a sprained knee because of the NBA playoff. They're not going to try to tell people Kawhi is out, and everybody's like, "Man, I ain't watching it. We done. Kawhi out."
Because you got to think about the bottom line.
That sounds better.
But the Clippers know his medical condition. They could see the tear. This is not something about. That was different what he had in San Antonio. That's
crazy that they would give him $100 million some dollars, knowing that he has a tear that significant in his knee.
Did you see Kevin Durant get
the rest of his life?
Did you see Kevin Durant get that money?
He just developed that.
But Mac, when you were top 10, bro, you go spend that bread.
No, but I'm not talking about Kevin Durant's injury. Kevin Durant's injury is an injury. Kawhi Leonard's injury is an actual condition that can actually hurt him for the rest of his life and have him crippled. You know what I'm saying? It might not be able to be medically worked on. You know what I'm saying? It could be something in the joints that probably can never be worked on. Durant's can be worked on.
Right. That's what I was saying, bro. That's what I was saying.
Kawhi Leonard generates more than what you pay him in 1 year.
Yep.
Exactly my point. You keep him up there for face purposes.
Plus, you're forgetting you acting like he's not a three-time NBA champion.
He has a very high win percentage. I want that guy on my team
Yep.
If he's able to play basketball, I want Kawhi Leonard on my team.
Yep.
Exactly. Well, just let me. Okay, but my thing is, just let me know that you're only gonna play about 50 games.
They paid Kevin Durant.
So we can do the rest.
Kevin Durant was still gonna be the same player.
Right.
I can never go with Kevin being the best player because he's too old.
I feel what you're saying, Mac, but at the same time, I feel what you're saying, but at the same time, you want to host that Lombardi Trophy at the end of June. Who gives a damn if he don't play the whole 82 games? I don't care about
No. It's not about the 82 games. It's not about the 82 games. It's about the playoffs, bro. If you can't make it all the way through the playoffs, we need to win with you. If we can't win with you in the playoffs, then who else are we going to rely on that we paid $100 and something million on?
But it was a tear though.
They were playing back to back like damn near every night.
Yeah,
They were
with this whole restart season, they're trying to get their money back. Next season, they ain't gonna do all that. I don't think they're gonna be back.
The NBA schedule was crazy this year, though. Like
they
them play like every other day. They usually get like 2 days.
For him to make it as far as he did, that's a plus. For him to make it and the way they're playing games this year to where he made it at, and he has arthritic knees, I'm signing that man at the end of the year.
Okay,
because imagine if the season wasn't.
But you got to remember on that play chance. Remember, Bogdanovich had pushed him, and so that's when he had that little slight tear.
It was Ingles, they said.
Oh no, I get all that. But what I'm saying is, we're talking about before this. We're talking about prior, right? So prior to this, just like he said,
about Bogdanovich.
Yeah, you're right.
We're talking about like HD was saying, right? But we're talking about prior to this. If you already knew he has this injury, and like you said, if he can give me 80 games or whatever games, then cool. But I need you in the playoffs when it counts. We need to win a championship.
If play in the playoffs, do you not recall the Toronto series? Do you not recall
that was basically the only one though. The San Antonio one that was a team effort.
Yeah.
Toronto was him. I give him that. I'm not taking nothing away from Toronto.
Mission accomplished.
It was a Kawhi
That was a Kawhi Leonard effort.
Because
Toronto was all Kawhi.
The way he did up LeBron, he had LeBron.
Yeah, that was all Kawhi. That was all Kawhi Leonard, right?
Was the Finals MVP
in San Antonio was a team effort. That was a team. That was a team win, right?
Yeah, but
okay.
Kawhi
So now
it's
on you.
It was Kawhi, dog. It was Kawhi. Kawhi took LeBron.
But Chance, this is what I'm saying.
He was tearing them up on offense.
I'm talking about San Antonio. I'm talking about San Antonio.
With the San Antonio, shut your damn mouth. Let the man make it. Shut your mouth.
No, I'm saying it was a team effort though. The San Antonio one was a team effort. Toronto was more of a Kawhi Leonard show.
If you take them off,
remember that final?
If you take them
I do. Kawhi Leonard went off. He played at San Diego State, Brian. Nigga, like I watched this dude this whole shit. I mean, like, come on, bro. I'm trying to tell you, it was a great team effort in San Antonio.
I hear you, but dude, like,
with the San Antonio thing.
When Jordan played with the Bulls, but if you took Jordan off that team, they not winning. Kawhi off the Spurs, they not winning that series.
Hey, who y'all think the better?
Hold on. Okay, now we're talking like we don't know that the Spurs are already a championship program. Like they were not already a championship.